thought I'd wait to speak till the curtain actually went up this time.
I
thought I'd wait.
Better that way?
I don't know. Does that seem like more formal the way it should be? Does that seem like more the way it should be? I don't know. It's Thursday. Hello to Debo, who's here. Hello to Berserker, who is claiming first.
Debo's already here.
Which is fine. That Berserker, he spoke first in chat. I give it to him. I don't want to fight him. The emote he just put in chat looks way too strong for anything I want to go up against.
Yes.
So I am just going to stick with that. It is good to see both of you here. It's good to see everybody here already lurking, hanging out, watching. If you are new to the channel and you just got here because we just turned it on, of course, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith.
And we're about beverages, and so that is what we're going to be about tonight. We're going to be no gaming involved tonight. The only game that will be played is the NFL that we have on right in front of us.
That's right here.
That's right in this area. You can't see it. We don't have it on loud enough, so we don't get DMCA'd, but we still are just kind of lightly watching.
Yes.
Just kind of lightly watching, but we are going to start off right away with the beverages.
Supporting our team. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a late start. I got over a little bit later.
That too.
Of course, we got our big game Sunday night.
That's right. Yeah, figures they put us on in prime time against the best defense in the NFL. That makes sense when we have quarterback in between. There.
That's why they want
Andy
Dalton to get broken. I don't want our
Andy Dalton.
Franchise to get broken.
Poor Andy Dalton getting broken.
There go my fantasy points for the Buccaneers defense. Dalton.
Just lightly watching was my nickname in college. I don't know if that one works.
That works.
That does work. Kirkland Whiskey, I'm in. Zach, I cannot wait to talk about that one. I think it's going to be an interesting topic of conversation. But yeah, we're going to start off very early on. Right, is it this one? I think I've got there we go. You brought over this late last minute edition. We only had 3 things.
I know you like those.
You said we need to bring a 4th.
You like the late last minute editions.
We need to bring a 4th. I do in my mixed drinks and anything.
This came recommended. Well, at least Fitz spoke highly of it last week. So.
And who's this Fitz person? Do we all know?
Actually, it's his birthday today. So
no way.
Happy birthday to Fitz.
Well, happy birthday to Fitz.
Not watching, but that's okay. If he wants to watch the rebroadcast.
Longtime watcher and participator. If you go way back in the archives at About Beverages, back to when we only did audio.
Yep.
Only did audio. We had a guest in here at the time. It was Fitz. He brought us many a scotch. It was our first foray into scotch. So if you want to hear our early opinions on what we thought about scotch, which some of them are still topical and funny. Some of them still hold up. You are so kind. Wow, look at all the kindness going on right now. All of the kindness. Perfectly balanced as it should be. Wait a minute. Is that my nickname in college?
Perfectly balanced?
As it should be.
As it should be.
Go! Doesn't know anything about spurt. No spurts ball. We won't talk. We'll talk a little bit of sports ball if people want to talk about it. But yeah, I think I don't know. I poured myself a light portion here. I may need to pour the rest of it. Yeah, I need to do that.
It's probably not going to be too high on the... It's 5.5%. So.
Oh, okay.
You're not driving.
I am not.
Go ahead.
All right.
Enjoy.
Let's get this. Let's
that
get
nice
this
sort of copper amber color of fall in there and brownish. Oh, good. Good catch. You were doing it so it wouldn't fizz up in your stomach.
But then I took all the fizz.
But then you drank all the fizz.
Yeah, so I don't know about that. I think I messed that up. That guy would
Here's
not
what
be
happens
happy.
in your stomach, and then you drink it.
Yeah,
so do it outside of your stomach.
Yeah, the Jicama tampon dunker, whatever that guy was, whatever that video was we watched a few weeks ago. That is definitely gonna be there. A true master of beverages. You've got to be ready for that when it just gets a little too full there. So we've got the Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest. They come out with this every year. It's actually a very tight window. I went to their website, which we've got up here. It's basically like August through most of September, which is funny. As soon as they actually hit October, which is when you think an Oktoberfest to be going on. But technically that's not true because it's the fall season. It's really September.
It's like the celebration of it. And then,
it's kind of like, it's kind of actually like like it used to be done as like the excess crop, like they made out of, like there was something involving that. But yeah, they so I went and looked. It ends there, and then they start right away with the rest of the year from basically October, I think, through almost the end of the year is their celebration fresh hop ale, which is funny to me because there's not a lot of hops. I don't think the hops are harvested right now. I'd have to look that up. And we're never a huge fan of that one either anyway.
I haven't had it in a long time. There's so many other choices, so
it's okay. Bevies, you look so Chicago Go Bear. I hope so. Hopefully,
thank you for the coffee today too.
Hopefully, you can bring us the Bears bring us. Oh, did you get supplied? Okay,
I got some Cantina blend.
What'd you get from the supply?
Cantina blend and Euro Espresso Dark.
Oh, okay. So a heavily Sumatra-based one, and then the Cantina. Oh, the Cantina blend is always one of my favorites. That's got the Sadamo.
It's been a while.
Sadamo or Harar. Probably Harar right now. I think I heard. I don't think
so. The Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest used to actually say that it was brewed with like another brewery in Germany. There was a time where they actually mentioned somebody else on the label.
So when you initially search for it in Google, when I got this graphic that you see here, all lovely, when I initially searched for it, it started filling out. It said Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest 2020, and then it said collaboration after.
Yeah.
But then on the website, it does not mention said collaboration. So I don't know if they were...
Yeah, maybe they didn't do it this year.
Upset with the collaborators, or they'd already learned as much as they needed to know to actually be accurate. Like, I'm not 100% sure. Not 100% sure. Yeah, I'm going to get full from all that foam. Thankfully, that foam settled down. Maybe they bought them out. Debo, true. It is possible. Sierra Nevada and all their worldly power may have said, let's buy them out so we don't have to put them on as a collaboration anymore. That happens with video game company stuff, too. Like, people will be like, oh, wow, they did a really good video game for our platform. Let's buy them so they can only make for our platform and no one else. No one else. Well, now I can pour the rest of this.
It's good to have...
more of that? It is. It's just a nice malty. It's just kind of like a little heavier amber kind of beer. It's got a little more, heft to it.
Yeah.
It's. I think the Keith, like, well, see, I'll have one of those, but I'm done after one of those.
Yeah.
At least for me, like, I don't need a 6-pack of these. Like, it's like I like having one and being like, yeah, I had an Oktoberfest this year. If I saw one that was like from a brewery I didn't know, or one actually out of Germany or Belgium or something like that, I'd probably be a little more interested in trying more of them.
We did try the Einger.
Oh, yes.
That one time.
That was a good one.
And we have that again, so...
yes, late stage capitalism, my least favorite thing in the history of things. It is up there. Yeah, let's just buy them as opposed to making more things.
Go this way. We got in a rum today.
Go on.
At work, and it's an aged 8-year rum from Barbados, and it's $19.99.
All right, Mike, how's it going? Good to see you. Are you re-editing your YouTube video right now as we speak? Are you mixing the clips to the new song?
Will we be rating him later? He's one of the ones we sometimes
do. If he was on. He was on earlier. I don't know if he's going to go back on later. My poor Green Bay heart, get out of town, Mike. You're not a Green Bay fan, are you? No, that can't be true. You were on the far East Coast.
You're never going to rate him ever again.
Connecticut-ish, and now you're in Oklahoma's and things. You can't be a Green Bay fan. No. No, sir.
There's harmony.
No.
We can set the example and coexist. In the beverage world, in the gaming world, Bears fans, Packers fans, it can happen.
The only thing I can I will extend the olive branch of Aaron Rodgers is probably my favorite Packer of all time, and I would accept him as a Chicago Bear if he was traded to us. I could extend the olive branch because he gave them enough of a middle finger during a press conference that I was like, this man I like. My Cow Pies are opening their season tonight. They are. We have them literally right 7. Here off screen. It is 7-7 right now.
When we're glancing down.
They're holding well. Yeah.
That's what we'll be glancing at.
It's fine, guys. I'll extend the donut branch between these two teams. Ooh, a branch of donuts sounds pretty amazing.
Of course, Debo's in here with the food.
Yeah, Debo.
Of course, the donut branch.
A branch of donuts. That sounds absolutely awesome. But thank you guys for being here this evening, for coming in. We, like I said, have multiple beers to talk about, like I said, as well as some sports. And we've got to get a full fill because I found out, sadly, there will be no podcast next week.
I think I mentioned that last week, though.
I don't think you said
for 2 weeks.
You said there'd be some times where we'll be missing out. You were very unspecific. Everyone go in the archives. You can watch that video in the archives at About Beverages. Go to the podcast.
But then we won't be able for 2 weeks.
I don't think any of that was ever spoken to me.
Sure
I was not let in on this information. Don't give me this. I have a clip. Can I see a clip? I need to see a clip.
And I just have to.
Debo's about to begin furiously scrubbing for a clip that proves me wrong, probably. But no, I'm being lazy and playing Tales of Arise tonight instead of doing YouTube things. Oh, I have seen people talking about that. I've seen people discussing that game. I don't exactly know what it is. It has the word Tales in it, so does it involve animals? That's my only guess. Vacation for you guys? No. I will still be here, so you'll get video game play on Thursday. Unfortunately for you, you'll just get video game stuff. But yeah, no, it's just Keith going on a vacation for a while. But maybe he'll bring back either fun stories. You never know. He may even find a beverage. We'll see.
I have to try to bring it back.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a little trickier getting something on a plane.
How is that now? Can you just put it in your carry-on, like beverages and things like that? Or how's that work?
No, you can't. Because it has to be under a certain... Well, I'd have to probably put it on checked luggage.
Yeah. Are you checking
If it was
luggage?
that good, I am actually.
I would think so. With the amount of time you're gone.
Yeah. I'm just going to... What the shirt I have on my back.
Well, I didn't know... sometimes hotels have laundry service.
And you can. And we'll probably still have to...
Which actually, I had thought about that with the time. Like I said, when we go in a little while, I was like, I don't have enough pairs of shorts. Although, I'm thinking October in San Francisco, which is where I may be going again in a few weeks for a little bit. Cold? Like I checked today, they said 72 degrees.
It's
Mike, thank you for the 2,000 to boost the stream. Let's go.
Right.
We have got that going right now.
We're
Debo with the other
gosh.
2,000. Let's go.
Wow.
We're making it happen. Things are making moves. If you have
Spray
points
art t-shirt
and you want to boost the stream, go ahead and do it.
Spray art t-shirt. I don't know what that is.
How many subs to have Keith wear a muscle shirt to let those guns breathe a bit?
The guns are comfortably residing underneath the...
Depending on if anyone ever hits the 750,000 mark, there may be some sort of surprise, not exactly like, but in that milieu.
The milieu.
If anyone ever hits the 750K marks, I'm just saying. I would gladly contribute, but alas, I am not home and Twitch won't put up on my...
Right.
That is the biggest bullshit in the world, too.
Because we know Baker has 5 million.
But yeah, exactly. We have someone that literally can contribute all the points all the time. Yeah, between those points, Berserker, when you... Literally, I've had Berserker when I've been on stream during the week. He has been like, yeah, I'm on mobile right now. He's like, as long as you're on for another hour, when I get home, I'll fire up the PC. He literally fires up the PC just to throw in points sometimes. And it really does mean a lot. I really appreciate that. That is, like I said, super, super nice. But yeah, if anyone does ever hit the 750K mark, there could be something along those lines of some sort of shirt or attire going on. But that's all I'll say. Yeah, this is good.
It's not overly heavy sweet at the back.
No, which is nice.
Little
Yeah.
bit of breadiness. And with what I usually drink, it's a nice one to throw in there. So I like it.
I like it. What if it had some hops in there? Some more hops.
More hops?
Yeah, what if it had a little hops?
A hoppy Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest, exactly. You spit in the beer and then you have someone else drink it and they're immediately your enemy. That's a terrible idea. That's a terrible idea. But yeah, what else? So that's super cool. So you're going, like I said, you're going to take a little trip. You're going to be gone for a little while doing some fun things.
Yep.
You said you were making some plans, but not totally. Like you have
there's a structure. But
you have a loose format,
a loose format.
You have
rigid structure.
You have a template that you're working through.
Nice beer. Some
maybe if someone fixed my PC. Wow, Baker. You know what though? You know what, Baker though? What if you bought a PC using a code through Artesian Builds?
Oh, yes. There you go.
What if you bought a PC?
You can get a special discount.
You could get a special discount.
Because we are affiliated.
Oh, my God. I know. What if...
Follow this link.
I'm just saying, what if you clicked on this link there, like a few people have done, and went for it right there?
Have a few people done it?
Yeah.
And built computers?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's great.
We have actually had, a couple people do it, which is super nice. We really appreciate that. I have started now adding it to, because we have the blurb for our glassware and our other stuff. I have also now added that to our YouTube videos, that's part of that stack too. So people may see it there, and if they do and they want to click on the links, it's super awesome. Nice beer to sip while you eat some spaghetti and garlic bread. I don't know if this would be a spaghetti and garlic bread beer for me. This seems more like a hearty, like French dip sandwich kind of bread. Like this,
that would work.
Like I want something a little bit more like think about what you'd have at an Oktoberfest: sausages and bratwurst and knockwurst and any kind of wurst you can find.
The worst of the worst.
The worst of the worst, 100%. The worst of the worst. That kind of stuff. Like so, a little bit heartier thing. Maybe a stew, like a hearty stew. I could see that.
Yeah.
Stella for Italian American.
Stella
Artois. Yeah, a beef stew. Yeah, something like that. What do you call it? Like a pot. Like a what do you call it? Like the pie, not a pot pie, but like a
shepherd's pie.
Thank you, shepherd's pie. That's like that kind of thing is what. For some reason, when I think of this kind of beer, I think of like beef and things like that. Hell, no, I almost said it. And she would have answered. She's right there. How can I use Artesian to build a stream PC without my wife finding out and murdering me? We'll talk about that later off camera. And that's the thing right now, too, not to do a small shill for Artesian PC right now. Not only is the deal, like in the value pretty good, the way they put it together, getting to see your PC built on stream, there's all of those things which are, they're great and all, like whatever, they're awesome. But the thing is, you can't get the video cards you want now anyway. Only the manufacturers and these kind of builders have them. And so you have to look for one that's selling it at again, a reasonable price, and they're just putting it in the bill, and then you can actually get it. You can find the thing you want. So exactly. Okay, Google, incognito mode. I didn't know you could do that. Dumb and Dumber, Mad Guitarist. I won't take any of that.
Wow.
I don't accept that.
Are we Harry and Lloyd? Is that
is
that
sorry.
the implication there? Mad Guitarist.
I mean, they did get to drive around a Lamborghini for a while.
That's true.
This one's for a Lamborghini. 250,000.
That's very funny. So many.
You gotta hold on to that IOU.
Yeah. You want to hang on to that one.
Yeah.
Harry, you're alive.
You're a terrible.
And you're a horrible shot. There's way too many quotable lines from Dumb and Dumber.
Here, why don't you take these? My hands are sweating.
Yeah. Your hands are freezing.
Harry, your hands are freezing. That's so good.
We're good. That's Mad Guitar had the 18th friend with the 18th birthday party to go to last week.
Yeah, they did.
Right?
They said it was very nice. I'm doing very well. I don't want to speak for you.
No, you can speak for me.
In this case, Keith is doing well.
We're doing well. Yes.
He's doing
We're going to speak
excellent.
for each other tonight.
He's actually doing excellent now.
He's my representative. He's my agent. And we're enjoying a little Oktoberfest. Down here, we've got some American football.
There you go.
Going on.
Yeah, football Americano.
Some football. And Bobby Boucher is in the starting lineup. Oh, wait, no, he's not.
Is he? Who is he taking the part of? Is he on Tampa Bay, I'm assuming? We are both involved in fantasy football too, so that's why we're mildly also interested in this game. Although I just like football in general.
Yeah.
And obviously we are huge Bears fans. I don't know, it's hard to tell. But yeah, like I said,
in case you don't know.
In case you don't know. In case we don't need.
Last year I know we were live on the opening night of the season. I'm pretty sure we probably rocked some Bears gear, some football gear.
I think we have done that. Yeah, at some point, usually we'll take some ridicule from Lucky, I'm sure, if he comes in the chat. Like I said, we'll start hearing about Patrick Mahomes and how amazing he is and how great he looked last year in the Super Bowl. Oh, no, not so much in the Super Bowl last year.
That's right. Dan Patrick says that Patrick Mahomes has had one good quarter in 2 Super Bowls.
It's probably true.
It's true, though. But he's won one of those, so hey.
That's something you and your dad want to go to? Oh, an actual, the games over, I don't know, where is it usually at Wembley Stadium and stuff like that?
But I would be proud to partake of your pecan pie.
That sounds good, too. Waiter, there's too much pepper on my paprikash. Hey, T-Wolf, how's it going? Good to see you. I'm terribly sorry. I forgot your name again, Brother of Andrew.
I am Brother of Andrew.
That's actually what he's called. We should get that on a jersey
BOA.
For you. Brother of Andrew.
Brother of Andrew. It's Keith. It's Keith.
Although I kind of like this Brother of Andrew business.
BOA.
Usually it's always your Keith's brother, which I have been for many, many years now.
BOA.
Too many. It is a great name.
BOA.
It's not quite as good as on Modern Family when it's Keith.
Ringmaster Keith.
Ringmaster Keith.
Which is played by Frasier, by Kelsey Grammer. So that's a funny, yes. Ringmaster Keith. Well, e-bottle. I just love the way he says bottle. E-bottle.
E-bottle.
That's why I decided to e-bottle.
Yeah.
And I don't know if in that episode, maybe we've talked about this, there's a point where Keith is talking a little bit, I think almost, and Mitchell, I think, is getting like a little nervous, like maybe something's going on here. And Mitchell says, off you go. And it's got to be a throwback, right? There's got to be a shout out to Frasier's off you go.
That could be. Yeah.
Like, okay, off you go.
The way he does it too.
Gotta be. So anyway, Ringmaster Keith. We have started watching Schitt's Creek.
Oh, okay.
Have you watched that?
I have not. So there's an interesting story behind that.
Okay.
But go on. Why don't you tell me your little bit then, and I'll slip in mine.
I'm really enjoying it quite a bit.
Yeah. Introvert, 3 cheers to you. Yeah, we want to go to America and explore Cali, LA, etc. I mean, those are good places to go. Like I said, that is a good place to start if you're going to America. Avoid most of the South. Avoid Texas. Where else should we avoid? Illinois is nice. New York is kind of like any of the big cities. Go to the big cities, but just not Middle America. That's all I'm gonna say to you. Avoid my area. Well, that sounds more personal. Are you actually talking about America, or what are we talking about there when you say avoid my area?
Avoid my area.
Avoid my area. What does the I on your shirt first stand for? Kidding, of course. Son of a bitch.
CI. It's Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to have to start using that. Yeah, fuck Texas. There you go. Leaves in the bad area. Oh, my God. Have you guys seen What You Do in the Shadows? It always has me rolling. So I watched the movie.
The movie. Yeah, I've seen the movie.
I've seen a little bit of the TV show. I need to watch more of it because I did really like it. The main character that's in that was also a large character in the IT Crowd, which was a British show, which I absolutely loved, and he was hilarious. He's also done voice work and things. Like, he's very recognizable, but it was I would like to watch more of that, just have not gotten around to it. The way Debo said that sounded more like a threat than a friendly warning. Oh yeah, that series is so good. Matt Berry. Okay, that's who I'm talking about. He's he usually has the beard, and he's kind of got the deeper voice. And
also Jermaine is in.
Well, Jermaine's in it too. Yeah, Jermaine is great
in the series or not, but
no, I don't think so. You should check out Toast of London if you like Matt Berry. The Crowd is amazing. So is Shadows. Okay, yeah, IT Crowd is fantastic. That is one of my wife and I. Those seasons we have watched multiple times. Whenever we go on road trips, usually we take that with us and have that in the car, and we watch that on the iPad or whatever we've got going on
while you're driving.
We do usually have it on. We used to prop it up, and then I would drive and kind of do one of these. But we have it playing through the Bluetooth speakers, so it's like it's just kind of like listening. For me, it's like listening to a podcast.
Especially if you've seen it already.
That's the key. We found out because we used to do like Cheers seasons, or we would do IT Crowd or whatever else. Because it's like if I've seen it, then I don't feel I need to look at it.
Right.
Which is a key when you're actually being the driver. Back to Schitt's Creek though.
Yes.
So we watched like 1 or 2 episodes because this is like all the time. We're always trying to find new stuff to watch when it's like I said, when we're together as a family. Like, oh, what should we watch? We're having watch a new show or whatever. And we watch, and this is like I think when that show it wasn't done, like maybe it was in its 3rd or 4th season because it's 5 seasons, 6 seasons?
5 seasons, and it ended last August or last year, and then it won like all kinds of
It won
Emmys.
like everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If there was an Emmy, it won it. But it was like 2 or 3 seasons in. We watched an episode or 2. I thought it was funny. I mean, I love all those characters. I liked it. But for some reason, I don't think my wife or my son were like, they're like, yeah, it's okay. And like, it kind of didn't catch. And then it was all those things like where I was either on a Saturday or Sunday, either I was streaming or I was video editing, like doing other stuff. And I come out and she's like a season and a half or 2 seasons in. I'm like, what are you watching? And she's like, oh, watch it. She's like, this show's really good. And I'm like, mother. I was like, oh, is it? And she's like, yeah, it's great. And then, she finished it. She's like, it's really good. We should watch it. It's like, well, you've watched it. I have this weird thing where like when someone has watched the entire show and they're like, oh, we should watch it. I'm like, I don't want to watch it with you again. Like now I'll find the time to watch it at some point. Like I always feel weird like then being like, you just watched it and they're like, oh, we should watch. It's like, well, no, we should watch something new together. I'd rather not watch the thing you just watched, but I don't know. It's a me thing. It's not an anybody else thing.
Yeah. No, it's good. I really enjoyed,
I would like to watch it.
I like it too.
I like everybody.
Well, so like when you were at my house last week and I'm watching Frasier, I'm watching Hulu and I don't have the ad-free version. At least with Netflix, I have the ad free. I don't
That's
know
true.
about the ad. So it's like 21 or 22 minutes. They don't necessarily wrap everything. It's kind of cool because it's not like some things they go into the next.
Right.
But for the most part, it's like it's complete.
It's like 80 to 90% contained.
Yeah, and I feel good about it. I'm like, okay, I'm ready for the next one. But no,
David.
I've really enjoyed it. We've, like I said, we're almost, I think, through season 3. There's 80 episodes. I looked it up.
Okay.
So we're almost all the way through season 3 right now. But it's irreverent. I mean, it's Chris Elliott. He's in it too, so he's funny and gross.
Yeah, he's the mayor or whatever.
But yeah, but it's not horrible. But it's. There's the Chris Elliott factor, which is good, and then the cast. It's just one of those things too. Like where I say, the cast, it has to be a good.
Yeah, it's a great ensemble.
They all just play
of people.
off of each other really well, and they don't. There was one part where sometimes where you're like there's like a misunderstanding, but it. And it's funny because Pocket even said, "Oh my God, I hope this." And it ended like at the perfect time. It actually could have even gone on a little longer for me. That doesn't bother me quite as much.
Yeah, that's usually we're in the same go. Where I'm like, that's like always an instant. Like I'm like, oh my God.
There was one thing in the first season, and we both agreed it was perfect. The potential misunderstanding was quickly diffused, and I understand. Okay, what's going on there? So then it was like, and they moved on from that. And I think
when people when people not talking with each other keeps like adding to like the mayhem or insanity. I'm just like, oh my God, if someone would have just, it's like the joke we always used to make about Seinfeld, where it's like, if Seinfeld had been in the era of cell phones, like half of these shows wouldn't even exist because most of them in Seinfeld are like, why didn't you're going to be there? You're over there. No, you need a payphone. And like half of that show got to that kind of point. We're only 10 years away from just having bots drive us while we watch Netflix on the road. I mean, I would be okay. We kind of talked about that actually. Did that come up last week where we were talking about like?
I think we were, yeah. Yeah.
I was like, I would be interested in the self-driving car. I just wouldn't be able to like relax that much.
No,
I'd still have to be like fully attentive, but it would be nice sometimes to be able to like, take the hands off the wheel like a little bit. How many years before those bots can do all social interactions for me instead? I don't mind driving myself. Besides, I can watch Netflix while I'm driving already. Oh my God. Don't do it, Berserker. Don't do it. So speaking of October, Halloween. I want to spend it with my partner. Okay. All right. Go on. I'm glad I'm caught up with that one. Like, I'm glad there was multiple levels.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of things
that I waited
there. It's good. We appreciate that.
It's called auto response. Oh, that's true. You could auto response. Just get an AI to machine learning it to get it to learn how to respond. And you could get it to like know your voice. Like, see, in the day of the internet too, we're on the internet so much. I know I'm on it more than you are, but still, with the years of us talking, they actually could make those little voice modulator things where we've probably said every word possible for the most part that we would need, and we could just be able to type it out. That was like what Roger Ebert has. He was like on the forefront of that technology, because when he couldn't speak anymore, they were able to take all the things that he had said from his TV shows, digitize it, so then he could type, and it sounded like him talking. It was crazy.
That's pretty cool. We
could all have that now and never have to interact again. That sounds awful. I like interacting with people. I like you guys being here. You just have to find the right people. That's the key.
The right people.
That's the key. We're going to go for outfits together. Demon Fae Royalty. What? Is that I don't know that reference. Is it a reference? Now I've got to look this up. Is this something I should know?
Maybe there's a misspell there. Maybe not.
Nope. I'm going to assume there's not. I'm going to go for it. Nope, that's not how you... There we go. Goodreads, fan romance, urban... Okay, so it's an urban fantasy book. Okay, all right. I'm getting to the bottom of this. I'm going to look at images.
He's looking up what you're putting down.
Not going to have it up on the screen. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So got some gothic, got some young adult kind of things here. The Fae are an ancient mythical race. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing wings. I'm seeing Witcher-looking things. I'm seeing, I like this. These are good costumes to go with. They seem very elaborate. Do you make elaborate costumes? Do you know how to do that? Oh God, Tesla are going to become self-aware and tell everyone to invest in shitcoin pumps and dumps. It will, and then he will be out immediately. I like that. Yeah, if you guys are able to make cool costumes like that, that is definitely a good thing. I like that kind of stuff when people can get elaborate around Halloween. Which, speaking of Halloween, we're not going to have it next. We have another beer. But then after that, we will have our first pumpkin beer of the season that I will be foisting upon this man right here.
That's why I wore orange. No, that's not why I wore orange. It's just a good coincidence.
Oh, it is.
It worked out well that way.
It is a coincidence. Foisting the first pumpkin beer of the season. And then on top of that, we actually have the podcast that we did from that brewery previously that maybe we'll listen to just a little bit of to see what we thought of their previous pumpkin beer.
Okay.
Kind of get an idea of that. Your partner is ridiculously talented with a sewing machine and makeup.
Nice.
Those are definitely things you would need if you're making an elaborate costume. No white women were harmed in the tasting of this pumpkin beer. Oh, God. That's quite a reference.
Do you want me to get the...
Sure.
Okay. You want to finish that?
Is there anything left in there?
There is. I had a little bit. But...
Oh, okay. It's in the refrigerator.
Okay. Well, you need a new glass or you'll be...
No, I'll just finish that one.
Okay. You want me to take those?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. Right. Wow.
What service?
Look at that. Now we don't even have to break. I can just sit here and you guys can keep chatting. Right. Pumpkin beer. So it will... All right, it's a little bit of a tease. I'll show you, though. Hold on. Wait. Nope, not that one. Take that off the screen. I'll give you a little bit of a tease. It's going to be this one. O'Fallon Salted Caramel Pumpkin Beer. Keith Chair Stream. Look at that. Already more entertaining than me. That chair right there. All right, take it away. That's the tease right there. We're going to have something else right now, though, that ties into a band, it ties into a hazy double IPA, and it ties into a brewery from San Diego. All of these things tying together. Pumpkin Chunkin' Stream with a hint of wheatgrass. Could go. Could do. What was the Oktoberfest you just drank then? It was from Sierra Nevada Brewing. It was their Oktoberfest they do every year. It's a Marzen style, so it's the kind of the malty, just kind of classic Oktoberfest. It's good. Wow. You're getting moves there.
I'm getting settled in.
Moves like Jagger all of a sudden slide into that chair.
Oh, I don't want to get... The whistling might...
You never know.
You never know.
You never know. This stream has more ties than a Men's Warehouse. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Right there all the way. So we have a napkin. I always forget.
I should remember too. It's not just you.
I should just always have a towel in here. Now I had some of this the other day.
I know. I'm
admitting right now.
I was hoping to surprise you.
We should put up the. Nope, not that one. Damn it! That's where I was though. Hold on. Wait. Hold.
It was actually it's Jason, right? At Tap and Bottle.
Sure.
You don't you talk gaming and stuff with him too?
Yeah, I think that is Jason.
When I bought this a couple weeks ago, he's like, "Well, we got
You've had this for a couple weeks."
Yes. And he's like, "Well, when I bought the if we got the new Belching Beaver Deftones collab," and then he's like, "I can't remember. Is it you or your brother who really likes that?" I said, "Well, we both like it," but I said, "Probably my brother."
I like the beer. My brother likes the music more.
Yes.
You're going back to college tomorrow? Ooh, all right.
Going back to college.
What are you studying in college? May I ask if you want to say?
Going back to college.
What are you studying? So this is is called Ceremony. This is a double dry hopped hazy IPA. It's from Belching Beaver Brewing Company. This is the 8th collaboration.
8th, you say?
Yeah, I believe it is 8th. Was I correct? I didn't think you were looking.
Does it actually say on here? This is the latest Ceremony doubling. Doesn't say.
I think it's the 8th collaboration. I believe I read that somewhere.
I believe
it is the 8th collaboration between them and the Deftones. They actually do get together. It's not just a name thing. They actually get together. They kind of talk about what they want to look for, what kind of style they want to do, and then they do brew it completely collaboratively, which is kind of cool. Computer science, electronics, and maths. Nice.
Wow. Okay.
That is the way to go. I smell an engineer. You smelled an engineer even before you said it, and I love that, Debo. I love that you were able to smell that. So I did have this the other day. So what do you think?
It's not. The notes, at least initially, they're high notes. But it's kind of a
little Sammy Hagar. Get higher and higher. No.
Yeah, it's a little grainy almost in a way. It's not resin, a little resiny maybe, but I mean grain in kind of a good way. Grain in the good way. I don't know what that means.
My engineer PTSD is triggered. I'm going into cybersecurity. That is the thing now. Cybersecurity is everything. I have tried to encourage my son that way a little bit, but I'm not going to push him. But I'm like, hey, there's computers around these days. Shocking. I'm surrounded by 2 of them and multiple monitors. It's like I like electronics or something.
They're fun.
They're fun.
They're frustrating and fun. And thank you again for the help on the hard drive install, because that has been very nice.
Yeah.
Quick boot up.
Has the Discord happened yet?
Yes, actually she used it and
go on.
No problem. Although we realized you have to turn Discord off, because she had just turned off League of Legends and she and I were talking, and then all of a sudden one of the people that she was on with said, Pocket, you need to actually turn your Discord off.
Did she not hang up the phone from Discord?
I guess not.
So it's right. Yeah, it's like literally like right here.
Is there a little phone?
Like here, I'll show you. Like, so if I was in the bar right here, see, there's a little hang up.
Oh, okay.
And so it shows you voice connected, and it's like, boop.
All these people, know all of her friends pretty much knew the ins and outs. And
how long did they wait?
It wasn't too long. We weren't talking for that long. But then all of a sudden he's like, oh, it's like you need to actually hang that up or close out or something. And she's like, oh, I didn't know it. And I didn't know that either. So
yeah. But other than that,
it's good. No problem at all.
Look at that.
No problem at all.
I've done things for a change.
No, you've always
you can be a cyber hero with cyber security. Debo. I can't wait to tell my electronics and computer science teachers I built it. Wait, what did you build?
This city.
This city. I built this city, as in my PC. That's true. That is awesome.
This PC.
That is true.
We built this
I love
PC.
this. I thought this was great.
Very good.
Liked it was tropical. Like I said, definitely pretty big on the fruity, but I think it's only 6.5%.
Yeah.
So it's definitely, they went more with all of the hoppy punch.
But there's also
there's definitely some herbal note in there too.
Yeah, it's something,
a light dankness at the end. It kind of reminds me a little hint of like a Modern Times, because Modern Times always has a little bit of like a dank at the in there.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if it's just because of the hazy or the filtering process.
They still had this there when I was there yesterday. So, no, I would definitely buy that again. That's good.
Yeah, I'd buy that for $1. Speaking of near future frightening things, RoboCop.
Old gray mare.
When did RoboCop actually take place? Like, did they mention they mentioned the year in the movie?
Oh, I don't know.
I always like it when it's like you go back and like, oh my God, we've passed
that.
This movie.
Yes, yeah.
Because we watched The Matrix the other day. We watched the first Matrix the other day because the new trailer came out today. Did anybody see the new trailer for The Matrix Resurrection?
Did not see it.
Okay. They put the new trailer out. It's coming out in December. Keanu Reeves, of course. Carrie Ann Moss is back in it. It looks... Neil Patrick Harris is in it.
Really?
He plays like a psychiatrist. So it doesn't, unless they show him later and they were hiding him, it looks like they're doing some, because of all this stuff, because it's the Matrix and the mind stuff. They've got the two of them are definitely the same, but then there was another person that kind of looked like Lawrence Fishburne, but was not Lawrence Fishburne, and I can't remember the actor's name because I recognized him, but I think he's playing a young Lawrence Fishburne. So like there was those kind. It looks really. They're definitely doing a completely kind of different. It's the same yet different. I think it looks really cool. I thought it looked really cool. I was I was kind of excited, and then I watched it and I was very excited. I have absolutely no clue what is going on in Matrix. I don't, but I want to see. Exactly. I have no clue, but I'm in. Hell yes, Berserker. Exactly. That is exactly the way I feel. RoboCop is 2025. It is not. Okay. 2025. So
wow.
Anyway,
okay.
So back to the Matrix. I think they say something, because that movie takes place when you're in the Matrix, it's 1999. But Lawrence Fishburne has some line, and I'm slightly paraphrasing. He's like, what you think is what we're at the end of what you believe when you're in 1999. But with the actual year, I think he says is 2199. So they went super far out, which I appreciate, because I like it when they go far enough out where it's like, I'm not going to probably see that. It's like, okay, we won't make it there, so I won't see that thing. Right. So
I only saw the first one. That's all I've ever seen.
I mean, some people will say that's the right way to go. I mean, because it's kind of like I referenced this the other day. It's kind of like Star Wars. The very first Star Wars, they didn't know they were making another one. That one, for the most part, even though it's leaving some things open, it kind of encapsulates. It's kind of like Schitt's Creek. It's mostly contained. The story is mostly done. You can just let your mind go for like what the other ones would be or whatever. I like the other two Matrix movies. Like, I think they don't hold up quite as well. I was so close. You were guessing at 2025 and it's actually 2028.
Okay.
Even better that you were that close.
Yeah.
That is nuts. That's nuts that you were actually that close. But yeah, I'll need to watch the other one, but we watched through the whole first one and it's still so good. I still love that movie. But the second one, I remember it being very good at kind of getting a little up its own ass. Like, it's kind of one of those movies where it's like, wow, they were really kind of, and unfortunately they got, like, the first one, they did things a little bit more practically with mixing in the tech of the time. And I think that's why that one almost holds up better. Whereas the second one, they lean too much into like, oh, we have green screen. We have all these things we can do now. And then I think now that stuff doesn't hold, like some of the things look a little rubbery and some of the things look a little like, early animation days where stuff doesn't look right. Okay. And that's where those other ones, for me, that's why they kind of fall apart. But you've seen it before, you just couldn't remember. Okay. But yeah, like I said, so that kind of stuff is always funny. Looking forward to Ghostbusters Afterlife. If it will ever come out. Yeah, that looks interesting too. Is that that's October release? Or?
Oh, I don't know. And that's everybody except, well, obviously.
It's probably not Harold Ramis.
Not Harold Ramis.
It's probably not Harold Ramis.
Yeah, supposedly like it's
unless
his
they actually brought him back.
or daughter or something. There's something. They do make a connection there with him, but yeah, it's not him.
I'll watch it in my afterlife. But supposed to be November. Yeah, there's like a surprisingly good amount of movies coming out. We went and saw Shang-Chi the other day. Oh,
I saw your tweet about that, and then one of the people Kristen Games with, they had seen it and they really liked it too. So
it was excellent. I kind of went into it like, I knew I thought I would like it, but then I saw glowing reviews from a lot of people. Actually, even Lucky, who's usually in chat, was like, "Oh my god, it was one of my favorites." And it's excellent. They did an amazing job. I can't believe people thought this movie was going to flop. I know it was probably just because of pandemic things or whatever, but even so, it's an excellent movie. I think they did a wonderful job. But then they advertised. Obviously, The Matrix 4, they're talking about coming out. You've got Eternals coming out, another Marvel movie. You've got, what is it? Eternals, another Spider-Man movie. Venom 2, I saw the trailer for, which actually, I like the original Venom was okay. Like, Venom 2 looks fine. Looking forward to Venom 2, but I am a kick of salt that they made it.
Okay.
Is it PG-13 again? Really? That trailer to me screamed R-rated movie. I am shocked that is PG-13 again. Spider-Man No Way Home, watching it with the partner. I'm so excited. Yeah, that looks really good. What's really cool, too, is if you have HBO... Dune was the other one, too, like the remake of...
I've read about that.
That looks really cool. Dune and the Matrix movie are both going to be day and date on HBO Max. So if you have HBO Max service, you don't even have to go to the movie theater. You can stay home, watch it on... If you've got a good sound system and your TV, and like you're set. So you don't even have to go to movie theaters. So that's even why I'm more stoked. Basically, it's Egon's daughter... Egon's daughter and grandchildren, directed by Jason Reitman. Ivan Reitman's son. He did the first two films. That's right. That is 100% right.
That's
apparently
right.
Dune is getting rave critic reviews. I would think it looks like it is going to be right at my alley. Like I said, the original Dune's like, it's okay. Like I never saw it.
I know Sting was in it though, and Kyle MacLachlan.
I do remember Kyle McLaughlin being in it. Mel Mahay.
And
yes, the one with
ordering rum.
I am loving that you actually got even the little accente there on Timothée Chalamet.
Chalamet. Timothée Chalamet.
Ordering rum for that screening. I'd be down for movie night. Yeah, that would be a good movie night thing. I would totally watch that.
Timothée. Oh, he missed
totally watch that.
Timothée. Oh,
it's really cool. Wish Sony would take notes from
in.
Oh my God, we're not even at the whiskey.
Oh my God, I know.
You've got to leave. We have we have one more beer and then the whiskey. You're here way too early.
We've had the Deftones though. Maybe they
we're having the Deftones.
Are interesting and interested in that.
They usually are.
Okay.
The Deftones ceremony new beer is actually very excellent.
The Deft Ones. I like to look at words and break them into different. Break them down differently.
So did
you
Tom
could
Petty.
say Deftones, or you could say the Deft Ones. You could.
Jesus Christ, I never thought of that.
We are the Deft Ones.
It actually kind of hurts me a little bit.
We are the Deft Ones. See, I've gone into a Matrix mind-bending thing there. Oh, my.
Oh, God. Whiskey. Whiskey will be here. Whiskey will be here in a little bit. Sorry, I'll come back later. No, you can stay. Enjoy a little Belching Beaver double dry hop
Belching
IPA.
Beaver.
Stay a while and listen. Someone just lost the plot. The culture-wide love for him is called Shalamania. Is that really a thing? Zaku, how's it going? Good to see you, Zaku. How are you? Your Jedi mind tricks won't work with me, Keith.
Well, I do. I look at words. Sometimes you just get bored of reading it the same way, and so you just look at it different. Maybe if someone who doesn't speak English was breaking it down, you think, how do you pronounce that word? What does this mean? The different and
what is the Matrix?
But that's the thing too. Like with
what is the Matrix?
With the Matrix.
Matrix.
Well, no, that's
for
Schitt's
kids though.
Creek. Moira, she'll say things like aviator, and instead of enchilada, she says enchilada. And just her and I was talking with the coworker.
She's going for like the fake European accent, right?
Yeah,
isn't that her thing?
And saying things differently. So it's I was like, what is that accent?
A wild desert Zaku. Don't worry, he's trained. You're one raid away from 1330 on each character. A mad guitarist. Let's go. I have hit 1330 on my Titan and my Hunter. My Warlock, nay, is not 1330. Have not hit the 1330s on there. Actually,
man, we got a lot of people in chat tonight. This is some good stuff. This is like
now
a lot of
find all the right buttons though.
Oh.
There's too many buttons. Since we're talking games
that's
already,
the right stuff.
Since we're
now you're going to bore the hell out of everybody because nobody else does this.
No, we will lift
There was one
everyone
other
up.
person I think who had heard of this, but and the other person who plays this is not even watching tonight, so.
Oh my gosh.
God.
Whoa. Right as we got into it.
Whoa.
Look at that. See?
Look at all that gifting they've done.
Oh my gosh. Zaku with a 5-pack of gifted subs.
Oh, wow. He gave one to our brother.
Mr. Crift, John Henry Bonzo, Mizzou, 8 XHB. I am just the guy. You'll give me 5 gifted subs if you get Vex? I hope you get Vex then. I desperately hope you get Vex. Desperately. Zaku, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. That is way, way too generous of you. I hope you're having a good evening. How much Final Fantasy 14 are you playing? I'll give you 100 if I get Vex. Without doing raids, I think that might be impossible. Wait, if I raid with you this weekend and you get Vex, will you get 100 subs? I will do it. You and I will duo raid. Should we do it? The whole way through, you and me. Let's just do it. That could be the way. Don't give beverages any ideas, Zaku. You lose that. Need a raid. Nope. You and me. Just you and me. We can 2-man it the whole thing. I've seen it done. You and I can do it. Our skills, we got it. $15 days, 3 hours playtime, and that's only in the last 16 days. That's what's absolutely amazing. That's what's insane. I will give subs if Backyard gets vexed. I'm holding you to that. I am holding this chat to that. Teamfight Tactics, where are you at? You were at Plat 3, 4. Your wife had made it back up to Plat 2.
She's in 2
She
still.
literally made it to Plat 2 as we were on stream last week.
She'd gotten real close, and then, but still in 2. I've actually been playing a lot more of the hyper roll variation of the game.
Oh yeah, that's the what it takes like
it's
10 minutes.
faster.
Or you just have to be like this.
Well, and you have to be hyper and roll around.
Okay.
Yeah.
You roll on around the ground and play Team Fight Tactics.
Yeah. It's good because as opposed to like playing just a normal game where it doesn't affect your status and your rank, this does, but maybe I just don't take it as seriously as the other one yet. But also too, you can recover so much faster. If you lose a game, it doesn't take you like 30 minutes to lose, to finish in 7th or 8th place. And you can experiment a lot more. There's more, you don't have to be as good of a money manager. In fact, you really don't have to be a money manager as much with this. So I've been really enjoying that quite a bit and playing around with that, not doing quite as much of the actual, the ranked. So, so I'm moving up that ladder a little bit.
Because it's separate ladders, correct?
Separate ladders, yes.
So where are you in that one?
It's
double diamond.
No, it's a different. It's a different point system actually. Whereas the other one, it's like every 100, then you move up a level.
Right.
This one I haven't quite figured it out yet, but it's like once I got to like 3,200 points, I moved into a different color ranking, and then I think the next one is probably at like 4,000, and I'm right in that 3,800. So I'm playing against some good competition.
Okay.
So, yeah, nice. So it's been quite fun. That'll probably be all we'll be doing. Sometimes we decompress a little bit, on the vacation as we'll probably play a game or two. You can play on the iPad. So
basically,
playing that.
Basically, he's Fabled right now. There we go. I got that reference. That's a Destiny reference.
Oh, okay.
You sure?
There was actually a Fabled trait in TFT at one point.
Oh, there was?
There was. There was.
You Sherpa'd 5 people tonight through Deepstone Crypt, got a group of people and taught all 5 of them the whole raid. That is really cool. I love it when people want to do that, want to help out people, want to teach them other things. That is really, really cool. Speaking of Vex, so Vex is the name of a weapon that is very difficult to get in Destiny just because it's completely random drop. Okay. It's not actually like getting it is difficult. It's just like, all right, I'm doing this thing. Did I get it at the end? I didn't get it.
Okay.
And you only have 3 chances every week to get said weapon at the end of the raid that we do every week. So you have 3 chances because you have 3 characters. After that, you got to wait till next week. So Backyard, who we raid, quite often.
Right.
He this week is now 0-51. He has done 51 raids and has not gotten this to drop yet.
Oh gosh.
I got it on my 3rd raid.
Oh no.
So that's how painful this can be.
Okay.
Everyone else. Exactly. That's what I was just going to bring up, Devo, because I think Keith will even think this is funny. So a couple other people in our raid group. So last night, I have never gotten, it can happen, but I have never gotten like an exotic, like it's an exotic weapon. I have never gotten one of those once I've had it, because once you have it, like you can remove it from your character. You can reprint it if you need another one. So it's like you always have it. You're never going to lose it.
Okay.
So there's no reason to get another one. Mad Guitarist is 0-40. See,
okay,
40 of them.
All right. You did it on your 3rd try?
I got it on my 3rd one.
Wow. So are you bragging a little bit?
Completely lucky. No, I am like I said, no, it is completely lucky. So I got it. So I got it then, and then so Owen got it on my 2nd. So Debo got it in his 2nd. Right. So it's like completely random. So anyway, we raided. We did our raids last night. I think I was 0-72 on Isaac. That's what we were trying to. Every time this comes up, as Backyard gets farther and farther into the Owen whatever category, we're like, well, you haven't hit what Zaku was. You were like 72 or 75. That's from a different raid, the Eyes of Tomorrow. That's a different. But that's how many he was before he finally got that to drop.
Wow.
And so anyway, the funny one last night is so we're all raiding. Everyone in the raid group but Backyard has this gun. We've all gotten it at some point. So we're raiding. We're continually raiding. We're trying to get him, and we're also doing others. So we get there, and then he's like, "All right, let me see if I got it." And he backs up. So last night, I got a 2nd one.
Oh no!
On the same run, another person got a 2nd one. So in the same run, 2 people got it, and he didn't.
It's just random,
completely random.
Okay, all right.
RNG.
Oh man!
The next run we do. The person that also got it on the other run got it again. They got it on back-to-back runs. So they have gotten 3 of them. I've gotten 2 and back at 0 after 51 runs.
That's just wrong.
And he's like, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
Oh my God. It's just is the way it is. Like different people's are. Like I said, I've been very lucky. So I, can't complain. The worst I had, and Zaku helped me out a ton with this, was another raid that they had. There was an exotic at the end of that. I think that one took me close to like 50 runs to get before I got that. It was 45 to 50 of them. And he helped me out with that. Like I said, props to him. Like I said, every week we were getting together a group and doing this last little bit, and you could run it and get it. And we would try and kept an eye. And it was always like, all right, see you next week. It's like, damn it. So
you can only try it once a week?
3 times.
3 times a week?
Yeah, because you have one.
So
each
if
character,
you've gone 50 times.
Yeah, it's like
That's
16
weeks.
Yeah,
It's like
17
4
weeks or
months.
whatever. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What'd you do to yourself?
Yeah, I met someone who got 2 in a row. That's exactly what Mad Guitarist. That's exactly what happened. Unless you've met Mel as well. Like I said, she got it literally on 2 runs back to back, and she already had it too. So that was her third. Yeah, you're supposedly your chances every time go up like a little bit. Like it's so you're supposed to eventually get to like right now once you're at that point, it should start being like literally a coin flip. Like it should go up, but it's like everyone always starts to talk about like, I don't think it's actually working the way it should. Like it doesn't seem like,
No.
that kind of stuff. So my chase used to be 1K voices and anarchy. Now it's just eyes. So so Debo doesn't even have eyes. I think you're not quite, you haven't done quite as many of those though, right? Like 0-15 or something. Someone's first run today got eyes during the teaching. For every completion, you have an increased chance, right? Oh, you're only 0-12? Okay. Is it 0.1%? I thought it was like 1%, but maybe I am wrong. Well, and the stuff with Deep Stone Crypt too was actually kind of broken as well, because it was like I said, Bungie famously like will fix one thing and then sometimes something else breaks, and that was one of the things that kind of did.
That's good. You can get your hands on some of that. I would recommend. We recommend it.
I definitely do. I would say to give it a shot.
Ceremony. Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, I thought it was 1% per completion. And I don't know if that was based on like you could do 3% a week, or if it was 1% account wide, or how that worked exactly. You've done 233 clears and you got eyes. So yeah, I've never gotten eyes more than once. I know someone, like I said, I think, so then the funny thing is then Backyard with Eyes of Tomorrow on a previous raid, I think he got that one like 4 times. And I think he got it like a very early on. So it's like, again, it's just completely, but now it's turned into like literally like a joke. He puts predictions up on his channel. Well, I get it this time, and then he doesn't get it, and I just like, he's like, all right, see you next week. Yeah, the reverse engineering on eyes was just was bad. Agreed. Should we go get the first pumpkin beer that I'm going to foist on you for the season?
We should.
Are you ready?
Yes, give it a squash shot.
Oh, don't use it.
Am I signing off with that?
Don't use it. You could if you want.
A squash-based shot.
Runs 28 and 100. Wow. I don't know how many of those other ones I have done exactly. That's when you got your eyes. These eyes have seen a lot of Guardians, but they're never going to see anybody like a.
Wow, Tampa Bay just turning the ball over like crazy right now. There was a fumble before. I don't know what Brady's doing now. Oh, he's throwing an interception.
Oh, that's not his fault.
There should be a stat for that.
I know there should be, because like he literally just got a -2. Like, and I hate Tom Brady.
Right.
Oh, I hate Tom Brady. Ask me if I hate Tom Brady.
How do you feel about Tom Brady?
I dislike him.
Okay.
I dislike him.
Okay. Actually, I didn't ask you the question yet.
Mostly his cheating football ways and his political beliefs, but that is beside the point. Other than that, he's a.
But you follow his TB12 program to the letter.
The T, I follow it.
That's
to
why
the
you're
letter.
so fit.
All the plant.
That's why you're podcasting and gaming well into your 40s.
Exactly. Even though everyone thinks I'm the older brother, I am fully plant-based, and so that's why I'm doing so well. If you get vexed, you can finally be a PvP god. That is true. Be a PvP god like me. 40s. I saw 40s a little while ago. Unfortunately, Bevy is 27. No cap. I wish, and you are too kind, sir.
Yeah,
you are way too kind.
That's all right. I'm the double nickel, so that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes around here.
Double nickel. That's true. That's true. All right, let's go grab that beer. I was about to keep.
Let's do that. We've just blown their minds with that. So
we have.
We'll move on. Move on to pumpkin and bourbon.
Pumpkin and bourbon. That is our new cop duo. They are out of New Orleans. Pumpkin and bourbon. Pumpkin and bourbon. He's slightly overweight. He drinks too much. Pumpkin and
which one is which?
Oh my God! I hope you know which one is which. Jesus Christ! All right, we'll be right back. What are your thoughts on the Stream Beats chill step? What are you thinking so far? We've been listening to this the last couple of weeks. Is it a little too relaxed?
Yeah, it's not. I don't mind the relax. There was the one we listened to a few weeks in a row that I really liked. Was that Lo-Fi?
I think it was Hi-Fi.
It was one of them I thought was really good. It was actually one I thought I could actually have this on at the house.
Is it this?
No. It was more groovy, smooth, like jazzy, like 95.5 KYOT. Could have been that.
I'm trying to remember, because we play a bunch of different songs. Yeah. So is it this one, maybe? Maybe
I don't know. It's funny if I go back and watch the show. Where
would you watch that show?
I would watch that at. We can go to YouTube and watch those shows.
God, that'd be a great place. And you're subscribed, of course, to your own channel. Correct?
Of course,
100%.
Oh, yeah,
100%.
Subscribe to that.
You have those just playing on a loop at the house, helping out our hours watched, as you could all do as well. If you've got a computer and you've got a side window, you can put up one of our YouTube videos. I'd greatly appreciate it. We have a giant playlist of all of our live podcasts, hours and hours of things. You do not realize how much that can help. Along with telling your friends.
Tell all your friends.
Learn to throw your voice. Fool your friends. Fun at parties.
Hey, good looking. We'll be back to pick you up later. Wow. That was a Mr. Microphone.
Oh, is that what you went for?
From years ago.
Mr. Microphone?
That goofy commercial, yes.
Oh, okay. I was going for Michael Keaton, Beetlejuice.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's good. And good time to start watching Beetlejuice, actually.
That's true, with Halloween fast approaching.
Speaking of Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah. We also have a couple beers. I think we'll probably have to get to them next week. I've got a couple beers that are kind of Halloween, horror movie, scary themed that we'll have to do. Not next week, but like the week after. We'll have to get.
It'll be 2 weeks. It'll be the end of September. Do you remember? Oh wait, I better stop that because I don't want to.
Is that it? Okay, that's all you got.
Well, I just don't want to get us,
thrown off a cliff. Thelma and Louise.
Whatever. What's the proper terminology? I don't want to get us
copyright
shut
strike,
down.
DMCA'd. They've been bamboozled, scammed.
Can I sing that?
Exactly.
DMCA.
They do everything that you don't want.
DMCA. All right.
Should we do a podcast?
I think we should, as long as it's not a pumpkin beer.
Good night, folks. Have a good evening.
Good night.
See ya. On to the whiskey, apparently. Actually, I realized
that's what H&J are saying right now. On to the whiskey.
To the whiskey.
The heck with, unless it's a pumpkin porter. And in that case,
immediately
it better be from yours.
That's right.
From you guys. So
yeah, I'm going into my private stash.
We started getting in pumpkins at Trader Joe's. I did not specifically see the pumpkin pie spiced pumpkins, but I will. I will report back.
The pumpkin spice.
The pumpkin pie pumpkins.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah, they actually come pre-spiced.
I was wondering. I was like, huh?
No, the orange products have begun to arrive at Trader Joe's. So the whole store almost turns orange with all the pumpkin craziness that goes on.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. You were talking about that last week.
It will begin. It is beginning.
All right. Let me, let's see. It's this one. I think we hide that. Is that correct? Did I do that right?
Oh my gosh. Is that that's a Harry Potter sort of reference there, is it? You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Is that Hagrid saying that?
Yeah.
Who is saying that?
I'm Hagrid. Or Hermione.
Hermione, yes. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. That's in the first one.
Not me. Not Hermione. You.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's from the first. That's very good. Yeah. You have to go on, Harry.
Yeah. Not me. Not Hermione. You.
That's a very good young.
It's a little deeper than probably Ron Weasley was there.
A little bit, but still pretty good. I know exactly.
Are you saying my voice is light? Is that where you're
going?
Not me. Not Hermione. You. Not you. That'd be like one of those good Saturday Night Live bits, like where they always bring in other actors, like trying out for the part that you already know. It's like Winston Churchill trying out for the part of
not me.
Not Hermione, but you.
You.
I'm a ghost.
You. Oh. Spooky vision.
This has gone off the rails. I love it.
Yes.
Spooky vision. All right. We're going to do a podcast. We're going to record that podcast. You guys know what it's like when we record a podcast. There are a couple little breaks during the time when we will get back to chat. Keep asking questions. If we've forgotten something, we'll let you know if we can edit that in there or whatnot. But let's get this recorded. Let's just get this show on the road, as they say. Am I on the right buttons? I think I'm all ready.
On the road again. Okay.
When I talked to you the other day about what we were going to podcast on for this week's beer offering, you looked at me and you said, you just looked me straight in the eye through the phone because we were on FaceTime, I think. And you said, you're out of your gourd.
Out of my gourd. Yes.
I'm not doing it. And then I said, just wear an orange shirt, a Bears shirt perhaps, something orange.
What?
And it'll tie into the theme of the beer that we've got for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith. And we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we're about today is the O'Fallon Salted Caramel Pumpkin Beer.
And this is direct from Ireland. It is O'Fallon Brewery. They're out of Ireland. I'm 100% sure that it is Ireland. They're from... Wait, no, I don't think so. I don't think that's correct at all. I think they're out of St. Louis.
That sounds right, because we have had an O'Fallon
Maryland
beer.
Heights, Missouri.
Okay.
I don't know where that is exactly. Is that
Somewhere
near St. Louis? Let's say it's near St. Louis.
Because we've had an O'Fallon beer before.
We had it last year. Do you know where you could find that review of a previous pumpkin beer from them?
I'm guessing you could go into the archives at AboutBeverages.com, or you could also go to our YouTube channel and search.
Yes, YouTube.
To do that. Yes.
Excellent. All of these things.
All of these things.
But yeah, so this is their salted caramel pumpkin beer. I also saw that they had a vanilla version of this as well. Okay. Yeah, it finally started searching for some of these. They've been out for a little bit now. I know it's shocking. September's already pumpkin season. It's like Christmas already started like 3 weeks ago too. Like it's just kind of how these seasons go.
Well, we've already tried a few Christmas beers. You may have missed that.
Exactly. They're all pine
the holidays
focused.
Are we're all crazy.
We're all pine
crazy
focused. Right now. This tastes like gingerbread. But yeah, like I said, you know what? I'm not going to say what we thought of the last one we had from them. We're just going to get into this one just fresh.
You know, I'm going to tell you.
Fresh taste buds.
I don't remember.
But yeah, we're going to get into this. I believe this beer was right under $5 for the 16-ounce pint can. I'll have to triple check that.
Pricey.
Like I said, I can't.
$4 too much for a pumpkin.
Oh my gosh. Let's see this guy right here.
Well, there's only a few pumpkin beers that stand out.
Exactly. We have had some pumpkin beers over the years that have stood out. I'm hoping to find especially one of them again before this season is up. I'd like to find the Pugsley's Smash Pumpkin again from Shipyard Brewing. One of my, at the time, all-time favorite pumpkin beers. I really loved it. It's an Imperial pumpkin beer, so it was like 9%. So that was already a plus.
I'll keep my eye out for it when I'm back east.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely look for it there. Yeah, because if you will be in that area.
Yes.
But that one was always excellent. Like I said, it was kind of like buttered pie crust and the pumpkin. They actually used pumpkin, which is one of our big things. Whenever you have a pumpkin beer, you've got to actually use some of the squash in there. You get it. You get that flavor in there. You get some extra body. You get some things from that. Like I said, plenty of beers, it's like, they just throw in the spices and their whatever, their malted amber or something.
No, that's not for us.
We will not accept it. We'll not accept it. I do love this picture though, because that looks like those delicious caramels you used to get out of the, like at the grocery store or something like that. A little nice.
That's good. It's nice. Yeah, absolutely. It looks good.
Yeah. It's the color of a pumpkin.
Nice
we'll
copper,
go with that.
Orange color. Yes.
Okay.
I like it.
Let's just get to the aroma. Oh, that's caramel.
There is, there's definitely some caramel action going on in there.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting the caramel really comes through, and it's definitely that lighter caramel. It's not like a heavy, I know this sounds, there are different layers of caramel. Like I said, you can have different layers. Or is that caramel?
Well, you can see a little bit of salt on that piece there. And you can actually kind of get that where it kind of makes that pop a little bit, that lighter taste.
Makes sense. Yeah. It smells actually pretty good. I'm enjoying that. I'm not getting a super amount of pumpkin out of there.
No.
Like if you just said this was a salted caramel ale, I would say, yes, you are. This is what this is. So I'm not getting any of that, but I am enjoying the aroma.
I would agree with that.
All right. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of pumpkin in the taste here. Bree, thank you for the 2,000 contributed to the boost. Sleep good, though. Yes, it is so good to see you, Bree. Thank you. Good to see you.
Is that
Batgirl has adjusted her name?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Thank you for the boost. I appreciate that as well. It is very good to see you.
All right, I was wondering because you don't see. Well, I guess there could be multiple Brees.
There's only one we care about.
Not in this case.
Only one we care about.
All right, very good.
Salted caramel with pumpkin sounds very good. I hope you like. I hope you do too. I became more me. Exactly. That's what I heard. That's what I saw. I love you. You drop back in just for. Now I'm really out. Now I'm for sure out. Thank you so much. It is so good to see you.
Do we pronounce that phonetically? Is that what we're going for?
You good?
or is it?
Oh, that's fucking Brie right there.
That's what I'm saying. Is that what we're saying?
I'm brushing my teeth.
So now you're brushing Brie.
Russian brie.
You have a different name for every part of the day.
That's right. It's because Switch hates profanity, and yes, it means fucking
okay. Just checking. That's what I thought. I just didn't want to be like, oh no, it's FKN, which stands for. I don't know.
It's Russian for Fakun, which is a small dumpling that you can make with
which Debo makes.
Debo makes, and Brie has perfected with her recipes. Jesus Christ,
the Russian dumpling. Yeah, okay, whoa. Yeah, don't go making no Russian dumpling. Oh wait,
I couldn't if I tried.
Okay, good.
Don't go making a Russian dumpling. I couldn't if I tried.
Okay.
Yeah, salted. I used to make. Remember that thing? I did a couple times. The pumpkin gooey butter cake.
Oh, was that the Paula Deen?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't make that anymore. It's a little too racist. But yeah, no, I remember used to make that, and that was just literally like butter and sugar and everything else. But like that's kind of like a little bit of what's going on.
Steamed buns, and my buns are getting mighty steamed.
Steamed buns and pumpkin beer. Night, AFK time. Okay, now it's actually AFK time. All right. Good night. Good night, Brie. Not a good mix to write that down. God. Oh, God. I'm still thinking. I think I have my thoughts. You have your thoughts?
I have my thoughts.
Okay. Now Mega Night.
We keep drawing you back. Just when you think
everyone keeps saying goodnight and saying hello to Brie right now. Everyone just do it in chat. Everyone start doing it so that she can't go to sleep.
Every time you think you're out, we pull you back in.
Everyone keeps saying hello. You're having soups today? Okay. What kind of soup?
Soups.
All right. You ready?
Yep. I like that.
I actually do too. It's really good. It took me a few sips. I do get some pumpkin there at the end. I get a little bit of the squat. Yeah, there's a little sourness, kind of lower sour in there. That makes me think of like kind of the squash pumpkin thing. But the salted caramel slowly comes through, and it's actually really good.
It's very good.
Yeah,
it's not overly sweet. It doesn't taste. I mean, it tastes real, and it's good.
Yeah.
I know. I am surprised at actually how much I'm enjoying that, because that's there, and then it kind of lingers on actually into the finish, and then the pumpkin does come back and give it a little support.
Yeah, so I would definitely agree. Like I said, yeah, the both of those things tie together pretty nicely. It's not too sweet, which I thought maybe this could be, but I wanted to try it anyway. But yeah, no, I think these balance really well together, and this is very good. It definitely screams where I could say putting like a scoop of vanilla ice cream in there, because it's not sweet. So I think that might be kind of a nice addition if you wanted to do something like that. But it's very good on its own, and definitely one of my favorites of something that we've had recently when it comes to pumpkin beers.
And not a lot. There isn't like a lot. Like they didn't overly spice it. They let the salted caramel kind of be the star with the pumpkin supporting it. So, what did we think of the last?
I honestly did not watch it, so you guys will have to go in the archives and watch it at AboutBeverages.com, which is honestly, that's the place where you can find everything that we have ever done over the last decade. More than a decade's worth of content is sitting right there. If you only want the last most recent videos and things that we have done, YouTube is a great place to subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it if you go there and watch some of the things. Let us know what you think. Let us know some of the, like in the comments, let us know some beers that you like. They could be pumpkin beers, could be anything and everything. Let us know what we should be trying. And if we can find it, we will try and seek it out and maybe do it on a future podcast. If you only want the audio versions of all of our content that we've put up, we've got something for you there too. iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify. If there's a podcast service you enjoy using that you go to, just search for About Beverages, and we will probably be there, and hit the subscribe button. And we'll love that too. We also have some pillars.
The three pumpkin pillars.
The three pillars. Oh my gosh.
The pillars. The three pillars of social media being Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, which is the one we use most frequently. Just like I did earlier tonight.
You did?
I did. I tweeted that we were about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which is where we gather most Thursday evenings around 5:30 Pacific time. We get together, we try some beverages. We interact with everybody in chat, talk about whatever happens to come up. Sometimes it's sports. Sometimes it's it was vacuums once, wasn't it? I don't know.
We had some vacuum chat at some point. It gets weird sometimes.
Yeah, but we have fun doing that. Throughout the week, Andrew's going to let you know what he's going to be doing as far as gaming goes and the beverage that he will be having while he does that. So follow us on Twitter to keep up to date with About Beverages.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a squash shot, squash-based shot, pumpkin-based shot. You should give it a shot.
I love it. Chungus, how's it going? Good to see you. Sorry, we were in the middle of, we were recording a podcast right there. So then sometimes it's kind of weird with edits and things. We don't always shout people out right away, but it's so good to see you. Thank you for coming in on an evening podcasting stream. So it tastes like an alcoholic butterbeer.
That's actually a pretty good call.
He mentioned that earlier. I did see his comment. I think you said that at some point. Did you mention butterbeer earlier too? And I saw that, I swear.
The first time I'm glad I didn't break character. Because when I read that, the character of a professional podcaster, when he said that, I'm like, yeah.
I didn't want to.
I went Luke Wilson.
I didn't want to steal that, but yeah, it was that is Debo. That is kind of spot on. I like it though better than that. Not only because of the alcohol, just because the butterbeer when I've had it when we went to, not we, but when I have gone to Universal's. Excuse me. When I went to Universal Studios, it was just like a little overly sweet for me.
A little too much, yeah.
It was just a little. Whereas this, I'm surprised how perfectly they hit these.
I am too.
I don't have it. I got this. I forgot I got this at Caps and Corks. I was going to look at how much it was. I think it was under $5. It may have been even cheaper than that. I honestly don't.
If we want to, have a ring of.
I'd like to. I definitely want to try and find a few more like this. Of some other things. They do a vanilla one of this too.
Did you say you had the other video?
I do. Yeah. Let's bring that up for a second. We don't want to watch like the whole video, but I did take the time to queue up our podcast from last year. I think it's from last. Oh, I could be wrong. I think it's from last year. Let's see. 2020, October 1st, 2020. Hopefully that's in the right spot there since I just moved it. Is it? Yep, I did. Perfectly framed. Look at that. Beautiful. So we did another beer too. We did the Trader Joe's one too.
Okay. Those are coming back as well.
Which we were kind of like, I think we said something like if you forgot to put the spice in it or something. Yeah. I can't remember what I listened to that for a second. But let's see what we actually thought about the previous O'Fallon beer, which was just their pumpkin beer. It was nothing else special. So let's see. We're going to move on to number 2. This is the O'Fallon pumpkin beer. Yeah, that one. I was just talking about that. To me, I believe they are out of... I thought it was right here. It always takes a little extra second of time here. Brewery. I thought they were in St. Louis County. Okay, I thought they were... They've moved! I knew it was St. Louis.
St. Louis County.
Missouri. I picked this one up specifically.
You may have said something else right there that we missed.
A lot of things on here that I like. St. Louis County on here? Now I got to look. They have so much real pumpkin in the mash that it adds hours to the actual brew time. See? And I believe... Oh, it says St. Louis County on here, Maryland Heights, Missouri. So yes, I just read the first part last time. Too. Other spices and stuff in there as well. So, but anyway, the big thing was, hey, they're actually using pumpkin in this beer. Mm-hmm. Let's see. This is malt beverage with natural flavor and artificial flavor. That's true too. I could not find a picture of this in a can, which was unfortunate. Since that is,
I got the Cubs shirt on last year and the Bears shirt on.
This is around $4 for the pint. It wasn't like super expensive. That's probably what it was. I'm going to say this is like $4. Definitely different in color.
Definitely darker. Yeah,
definitely much darker here. You can see big change there. This is almost getting like amber.
That one is a lot darker. Definitely, it makes me think of an amber ale.
Yeah,
a very clear amber ale.
But yeah, still very very clear. Yeah. All right. So we see what flavor profile sounded like a butterbeer. Yeah, it definitely hits those notes for sure. All right, so my initial reaction, we definitely did take a little extra time sniffing here. This is squash forward.
Okay.
I'm definitely getting more like
say squash porn?
Of just squash forward.
Oh, squash forward.
Kind of aroma. And then there are very light notes of, like, so there's some brown sugar, and then the spices are almost probably inspired from it as well. Sure. Like, yeah, definitely. It took me many a whiff. But they won't say it. To pick up any of the spices.
It's good background you had there, too. Okay.
I mean, you get it is. I could have used that this year as well. I forgot to hit the button.
Beers, sometimes to the detriment. Usually, you get an overwhelming abundance of spice.
Of course.
I am having a hard time finding anything in there.
It's light. Like I said, I'm getting something.
I get a little grain, maybe.
Okay.
And a little dustiness.
Really? Interesting. Okay.
Maybe I have it.
I like whenever we have a differing opinion, you just assume that your glass is tainted. That happens all the time.
Well, it's a good thing. It can happen.
No, that's the same.
That's the same
Yeah,
thing.
like I said, I'm getting a little bit more of, like I said, again, there's that little bit of, like, again, a squash. It does have a little bit of a light aroma. Like I said, there's that vegetable aroma, squash, and like I said, and then very light spices and a little bit more of that really low down.
I do like this, us watching us.
I can, okay. Like I said, when you said very, very squash forward, that helped me because
well, the Pumpkin King should know.
The Pumpkin King should know, and he does. So I'm going to say then, okay. You
don't have to retract your statement.
No, I'm not retracting.
Okay. Maybe.
I'm not retracting.
Maybe it's all in the taste.
Should
we go to that?
Squashing
yes,
my
go.
fair
Yes.
sir.
Let's go.
I'm interested to see what we say because I don't think we liked it.
That's better.
That is all in the taste. That's
Yeah.
pretty delicious. I kind of like it.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I thought we didn't like it.
There is actually some pretty good flavor. Like I said, the previous one that we talked about, like I said, where I was having an issue with what was going on. This, I am loving what it's giving me in the middle. Like,
Oh wow! I thought I didn't like
You're
it.
loving what it's giving you in your mouth.
Kind of in the middle of my tongue, almost a
Wow.
light tang.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
getting some of the spices, I'm getting all those things. Like I said, and there's a nice little body to this. It's a little bit heavier. It's not creamy or anything like that.
Never mind.
There's a little more weight to it. Weight to it. I should
That's some
say.
spicy business.
It's definitely really good. Yeah, this beer is all about the flavor.
There's
Like, it's
almost
the exact
a
opposite.
bitter. There's almost like back on the sour bar.
You're
like it's
bitter.
That sour. We used to call it sour, but it's not quite bitter, but it definitely lights. I would say it lights up the sour bar.
Yeah, there is a little pinch back there as well. Yeah, like I said, that
Yeah.
middle of the tongue to the back is like where there's a nice little ramping up of that. Yeah, kind of sour tang, and it kind of is like it's not quite as pumpkin pie crust as some things that we've had. Like I said, some of our favorites. We've done a lot of beers. Like I said, again, please go in the archives at About Beverages. Check all those out.
I agree with this guy.
Smashed Pumpkin is one that comes to mind from Shipyard Brewing.
I mention that one
was
all the
literally
time. Like it's one of my
buttered
favorites.
apple
I need to
crust and
find it
pumpkin
again though
in
to
a
see if it's
bottle,
still
which was
good.
fantastic.
It might be
This has some
shit
of that,
now.
not
Like I
quite
don't
as
know.
forward, but I actually really like the flavor of this.
They probably saw this and
Like I said,
changed it
the
after.
aroma,
Imagine
unfortunately,
though.
This beer is underwhelming. I liked it a little more than you did, but it is underwhelming.
It is very, very muted aroma wise. At least just maybe my but we've had enough pumpkin beer. I know what
Yes.
good ones and bad ones. And usually they're just going to knock you over the head, or at least present their spices to you. I didn't even feel that was the case with this, but yeah, flavor wise, it has some good flavor. I would like a little more body, considering they say they use a lot of pumpkin in there, so I'd like a little bit more of that. But it is the flavor is good. It's worlds better than the.
Yes, I would definitely agree. Like I said, yeah, I could use a little more body, but yeah,
It's almost like you need to
flavor
combine
is-
the aroma from the first one and the flavor of the
Did we
second
do
one.
that?
the aroma.
It does. It has a little bit of sweet to it.
I think we did
there's
that.
There's some good flavors going on in there. So, which is what it's really all. I mean, it's not. You certainly enjoy the aroma of a beer, but
we did it off camera.
obviously
Did
it
we
needs
do
to
that
be
off
sounds
camera? It's
familiar.
Like
possible.
you said, you should be enticed first by the aroma,
Right.
using all of your senses. Your sight.
Should be
You're
enticed.
not realizing sound.
I love being
How
enticed.
does it sound? Talk to me.
Slightly bubbly. But yeah, like I said, that is definitely a major component. Like I said,
Yeah.
we were very turned off. So it's at least they were good enough that they brought the rest of it that kind of
Yeah, it's
brought
there
me
in the
back
flavor.
into it and picked you.
Okay. So yeah, that's what we thought.
So I guess we think that, or what we're saying is, O'Fallon knows what they're doing. with
O'Fallon seems to do.
They
this
know
with
their way
pumpkin.
around the pumpkin.
Yeah, it almost sounds to me like if you combine the salted caramel one and that one we had there, that might be actually pretty good because it sounds like that brought a little more of the pumpkin, which I wish was in here, just like a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I'm glad there was some,
Yeah.
but I definitely would like to have a
some.
little bit more. I have some.
I need more. That's where you come in.
See if it actually mentions for sweet caramel to achieve this balance. We're using a blend of caramel malts and lactose for a creamy sweetness, and add just the right amount of pink Himalayan sea salt as a contrast. Of course, we're using pumpkin puree in our proprietary splice, but so they did use all the things we'd want to see in this beer. So, like, cheers to O'Fallon on that one for sure. That they actually use. What did they use? Like they mentioned, they say on here, natural flavor and artificial flavor. For this
Artificial.
balance, we are using a blend of caramel malts and lactose for creamy sweetness, and just right on pink. Like they don't mention anything in there that's like would make me think of artificial, but I don't know.
If he yells back, "Help! I'm trapped inside of a brewery," put the glass down and seek medical help. I don't. I would have to have had a lot of these beers before I would start hearing that, I think. Yeah, this is good. I would definitely buy another one of these to have around. This is another.
I would agree.
Definitely a solid option.
I don't say that very often.
When we were at Costco the other day, which ties into the whiskey we're about to have in just a minute.
The whiskey.
They already had the pumpkin pies out.
Oh, yes. We'll have to get those.
I almost bought one.
They're very good.
They are.
They're very good.
They are quite delicious.
Actually, bourbon, I think it's going to be a pretty good follow to this beer.
I think
it's going to happen no matter what. So it's the follow.
That's true. It kind of has to.
But I think it actually would be a kind of a nice sort of natural progression, actually. Okay.
I would agree.
Looking forward to trying that.
Should we go grab that bourbon?
I think we should. Yeah, that's good. Enjoyed the. I'm pleasant. I was pleasantly surprised by our first pumpkin beer of the year.
I was too, and I think for some reason it's because I thought we didn't like the last one at all. I thought we actually, because I did not watch it. I honestly did not, because I kind of.
It will be a good chaser.
I got it set up to watch it, so that we could watch it like we just did right there. But I didn't watch it because I was like, I don't want to But in my head, I thought we didn't like it, but I guess we did. You should be enticed when the spices are presented.
Yes,
exactly.
The spices need to present themselves. One of the recipients of a gifted sub from earlier tonight.
That's true.
Has
That's right.
joined us.
That's right. He's joined us with his presence.
I can't remember the last time he was with us on a podcast.
Watching some fancy, but it's good he's here in time because we're going to have a bourbon from Kirkland, but it's made
a bourbon from Kirkland.
It's bourbon from Kirkland.
We're going to have bourbon from Kirkland.
I'm going to have a bourbon from Kirkland. God damn it! Well, I've had a lot of beer tonight. Settle down. A bourbon from Kirkland, but it's made by Barton Distillery, 1792. It is made by them, so it's got a little bit of
that's not Buffalo Trace, right?
I don't know. No, Barton Distilleries is its own thing. I don't think so.
Okay.
What isn't owned by Buffalo Trace, though? So I should probably check.
Everyone is connected to the Buffalo Trace.
Who owns...
When the spices are presented to you. Who owns
Barton Distillery? Oh, it's a Sazerac.
Sazerac.
Okay. It is part of a multinational conglomerate, but it is part of Sazerac.
Barton...
But yeah, 1792, very well renowned. They have a bottled in bond. They have obviously barrel proof stuff. They have the small batch, which is very popular. You can find that one pretty easily. Any kind of spice without enticement ain't no kind of enticement.
Oh, wait.
That is a lyric and a half right there. Write that the hell down. That is pretty good.
Same spices in the same old drink. Get too careful with the glassware you choose.
Oh my God.
No, it's good.
Any kind of spice without enticement
ain't no kind of spice at all. Well, same bourbon in
time.
The same old glass.
Oh, wow.
You drink too much, it'll knock you on your ass.
I listened to that song again. Like, wait a minute. I don't think that's the lyric.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
I listened to that actual song, not your version of it. I listened to the actual song within the last week, probably way too loud in some headphones.
Oh,
it's so good.
Great song.
That's such a great song.
Still, yeah.
I mean, when Don Henley gets going in that song.
Well, it's good because it's both of them singing.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's and we've rated that album.
Golden Throat, golden vocals. Is it Golden Throat?
Golden Throat, yeah.
Okay, sure.
I know where you're going with after throat.
It's my throat singing that I do. My Russian throat singing.
Oh.
No, that's the Golden Throat. All right.
Any kind of spice. That was good. Wow. All right.
Are you ready for some bourbon?
I am. Well, are you ready for some bourbon?
So many tie-ins. We'll be right back.
We're ready.
Enjoy the stinger transition.
Yes.
You liking that a little better?
What's that? Music? Oh, yeah.
You like that one?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. I think that was definitely more my speed. At least when I'm streaming, I like the hi-fi a little bit better. I also like the synthwave. That's still
the
probably my
hi-fi
favorite.
high and the lights down low.
Not when I'm around, Sarah. Those lights stay way up.
Way up. Wow. wow. Okay.
I don't know.
Low lighting is my best lighting. So
Low lighting is your best lighting.
Oh, of course.
It's probably not good that I have that bright light on right there, and I have one right there.
Zero to low
one
is
there.
my best. That's my sweet spot of lighting right there.
0 to low.
0 to low.
Sir, far and away that is not true at all. All right. I kind of actually want to get right to this.
I do as well.
Okay, perfect.
We still have the little bit of that salted caramel action going on, and we're ready to just follow it up with what we hope will be a delicious bourbon on this. Give it a shot. I'm in. Oh wait, sorry.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. I'm completely out of whack here. Okay.
Do you want me to do the? Do you want me to start it, or you got something?
I don't have anything. If you've got something, go.
Okay,
do it.
So a lot of times when you have larger like retail stores and things like that, like they've got their own either bottle picks. You'll see that a lot of times with different whiskeys. And bourbons and things like that. They'll have their own bottle picks. When you move to Kirkland / Costco, as that we're all familiar with, they always have a lot of different, you can get tequilas that are like Kirkland branded tequila. And as silly as some of that stuff sounds, like the Kirkland vodka and Kirkland, a lot of them behind the scenes are actually made by larger producers, kind of like with Trader Joe's. Same thing.
Oh, yeah,
where it's like they're made by very reputable producers. They just get their label put on them because it's their signature thing.
Right.
Either it's, overrun or excess. I know a few years ago, I remember it was like I think they had a scotch that was like 12 years, and it was like the whisper of like, that's actually Macallan 12 year. It's like that kind of thing. Where it's like usually it's all in secret. Well, the Kirkland bourbon that we have today, it is not in secret. They have said actually who has made it for them, and it could be a very big value find for a lot of people. So we've got that for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we're about today is the Kirkland Signature Bottled in Bond Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, produced by Barton 1792 Distillers.
That is a mouthful.
I know. That's why I was looking. You probably couldn't tell. But I was actually looking at my notes, because even just to read it off the label there, I had to piece that out a little bit. So it's a lot to say. A lot going on.
So, so Kirkland has gotten together with 1792, which is we wanted to verify this. It is a Sazerac company.
Right.
And obviously a lot of people know the 1792 bourbons. They know they've got their small batch. They've got a barrel proof, I'm pretty sure. They also have a bottled in bond. So they've gotten together with them, and Kirkland now has 3 signature bottles as well through them. They have a small batch. Oh, wow, what a coincidence. They have the bottled in bond that we have here. Weird. And then they have a single barrel. That's kind of funny. That kind of matches up with the other things from 1792. So bottled in bond. Do you remember what bottled in bond means usually?
It's government regulated, right?
That's correct.
And it has to be from a licensed warehouse, right? Or it has to be stored in a...
So the main things are, it usually has to be at least 4 years aged.
Right.
It has to be 50% 100 proof. And then, yes, it also has to be, I think this has to be from a single distiller.
Okay.
I think they can still blend some bottles together, but I could be wrong. If I am wrong in the comments, call me out on it and let me know. Tell me all of the information. So this giant,
That's a good sized bottle.
Is this 1,000 milliliters?
It's almost empty. So I think you guys have, no, I'm just kidding.
So this is a 1 liter bottle. Do you want me to tell you the price now, or do you want to try it and then I tell you the price?
So one of my coworkers, I think, has bought one of these. I know, because he talked about it.
Okay.
And I think I remember the number he told me.
Do you want to
let's just go without it. Let's
wait till you'll just have it in your head then.
I have that in my head.
Obviously, this has been opened, which I actually think is kind of good. Sometimes
I agree.
Sometimes we open bottles like completely brand new, and then we're like, we hope, because bottle, it takes a little time to kind of age. It decants in its own way, kind of lets some of the fumes out of it, because we definitely have opened things right. We're like, oh my god, there's a lot of out, and
Too
then
hot.
Literally then 15 or 20 minutes. Sometimes after we have finished the podcast, we're like, oh, that's kind of mellowed out quite a bit. So this one has been open for about a week since I bought it. My wife could not wait. I literally had just put it on the shelf, and it was that night. She's like, "Oh, can I have some of the new?" I was like, "All right,
of course,
I'm not turning that down."
Of course,
yeah, of course. We all know what that's referencing, but easy. You are bold, sir. But yeah, like I said, not only based on the price, but I had already seen talk on TikTok about this, of people talking about this particular one. Like I said, that they were being made by 1792,
right?
And it was like,
not going to say good or bad. People are like, oh, you maybe should check this out. So I was like, all right, let's do that. I don't know. I don't think we've ever podcasted on it. I know I have had some of the 1792 small batch at least once. I think I've also, they have a wheated version of their mash bill as well. But yeah, I'm like I said, thinking I've had that at some point. But that was one that I do usually like. Sometimes it's harder to find than others. It's weird. Like all bourbons right now. If you're like, oh, that one's pretty good. Wait, I can't find that. Why can't I find that? Well, everyone bought every bottle of it.
Right.
It's kind of ridiculous. Little lighter than I initially thought it was going to be when I poured it out. Yeah, not darker honey color, but like nothing. It's just like, it seems a little bit lighter than I thought.
Yeah, not light, but lighter than you were probably expecting.
Yes, a little bit lighter than I would say that as well.
Yeah.
All right. Aroma?
Of course.
Federally bonded warehouse, single distiller. Okay, single season. That's right, because I did have notes here about that it was a season either from January to June or July to December. Single distillery and has been aged for at least 4 years. There we go. 2-finger pour, you may.
Oh, wow. You are bold, sir.
You are bold, sir. And 2-finger pour, you may. Jesus Christ, that's amazing. That pretty much is a 2-finger. That's definitely not a Rachel pour. It's not the Hulk fist pour.
Yeah, it's not the Hulk fist pour.
Hulk fist of whiskey that we talked about a few podcasts ago.
I'll have the Hulk fist of whiskey.
You ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
You know, even though it's been open, it still has some heat.
Yeah, I mean it's 100 proof.
It still stings the nostrils.
Yeah, I don't think it's like, it's not super stingy, but it's definitely, there is some there. But I think it's got just usual notes that I expect. It's caramel, vanilla. I think there's a little fruit note in there again too. I don't know if there's
candied
fruit per se, like
a little sweetness, right?
Yeah,
yep.
Little cinnamon. I get cinnamon in there, like as I go back in. Or some other
nice
sniffs.
High note there, but yeah, no, but you do, once again, you do get the alcohol though.
Yeah,
it's there,
which I like.
Which you should.
I want to know. Yeah, I kind of want to know that that's there. I mean, it's a little frightening. There definitely have been some very high proof whiskeys that I have had, and it's dangerous. You're like, oh wow, I'm not getting any of the proof. Oh, that's not good.
I'll drink too much of that.
Yeah. All right, I can't wait. Taste.
Okay. Yes. So you have had this before? Or you haven't?
I have had a sip of this. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Have had a sip. Mr. Crift.
Oh,
cheers to you.
Time has come.
Good to see you.
That's Sister Christian.
That's Sister Christian.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Motoring. Drink some bourbon tonight.
Wow. Okay.
I've had enough to find Mr. Right.
Or right now.
Or Mr. Right now. Let's go Lions. Oh my God. What is this chat?
We've had a Packers fan.
We've had a Packers fan in here. We've had a Lions fan in here. I mean, I'm going to extend all the branches to all the NFC North teams, but please, come on. It's good to see you. Let's go Lions. Good luck with Goff. Lions. Like I said, I hope that'll be interesting to see how well Jared Goff does this year. NFC North Hating Club also happens to meet tonight. Apparently it does. We have not had a Viking fan in here tonight, though.
That's
so I guess the only thing I'm still waiting for is a Viking fan to come into chat. And the only thing a Lions fan and a Bears fan can agree on is that we all hate the Packers. So that's like, that's our common ground that we have found. We can extend the olive branch on that one.
Friend of the show, Todd, a couple of weeks ago, actually at the gym, suffered a torn bicep muscle.
That sounds painful.
Yes. So he's had surgery.
Was it painful?
I haven't actually talked to him. I've texted him a couple of times.
Was he just doing like curls or
I
like
guess something happened and a weight like slipped, and I think he went to like grab it or try to catch it or something. Yeah.
Oh God.
So
what does that
don't
feel
fully
like?
know.
Do you just feel a ripping, like a tearing? How did?
I'll have to. I haven't talked to him.
I'm interested for that analysis of how that feels.
But he's had his surgery.
Okay.
And
was it his drinking arm?
It was his right arm, but I think he's both. I think he's
he's ambidextrous.
He's drinkbidextrous.
He's drinkbidextrous.
He can do it both. But the other day when I texted him, he said he had gone without painkillers all day because he wanted to have some smoke wagon.
Oh,
and
okay.
He was really enjoying the smoke wagon.
Nice.
So, yes,
that's awesome.
Anyways, but shout out to Todd. Hopefully you're on the mend and getting your rehab and feeling better, and we'll get you back soon. So
definitely shout out to Todd there. That's right. Awesome. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay.
I'm going to say this, and I mean this in an extremely complimentary way. That is extremely drinkable. I really like that.
It's good, isn't it?
It's very good. You got the heat.
Yeah.
It's got some nice body, but it's got a good sweetness. It's got a lot of good.
I get a nice amount of like wood that comes out of it too. Like I said, that's not what I got in the aroma. Like I said, but in the taste, like kind of the oaking and the wood comes through a little bit more. I get the vanilla. I'm getting less of the fruit that I got in the aroma. So to me, it's more about kind of those lower notes. But no, I think this was. I was like, oh, this is really good, and that was exactly I think the words my wife said too. She's like, oh, that's really good.
Yeah, that's quite tasty. I'm enjoying that quite a bit, actually.
I think I have finally found something that you would enjoy.
Found something, yeah.
A little bit higher proof bourbon. Some
Yeah.
good, and I think the price will be right.
Isn't it like I thought he said $20?
Is a little low, but it's $24.
But for the bigger
$24
bottle.
for 1 liter.
Yeah,
$24 for 1 liter on this bourbon right here. Like I said, if you can find it, I think this is an excellent value.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, I think it's a very approachable whiskey. Like I said, the bottle and bond. Like I said, I like the higher proof. That's kind of what I've gotten more into. So yeah, no, I think this is definitely. Please, like, go out and grab one of these. Like I said, especially at that price. At the very worst, if for some reason you don't agree with us and you don't like it,
we'll give you your money back. Oh wait,
no, we're not doing that. We can't do that at all. Yeah. You can use it as a mixer, and you won't feel bad about it because again, it was only like $24. It was $23.99 or whatever. I'd like to try and find the other ones. They have one that is like a barrel proof. I'd love to try that one too.
Okay,
but no, I think this is like I said, especially for this. Even if the price was higher, I think it's like I said, I think it's a very good, very good.
It's a good sipper. Definitely would be a good mixer, and them quite tasty.
Quite tasty.
Good value.
It is definitely one in the line of many of bourbons and whiskeys that we have had on our website through podcasting,
we've had a few.
Through videos. Yeah, we've had a few. Go in the archives, check them all out if you'd like to. Over a decade's worth of content you can find there. Recipes, podcasts, videos, all kinds of things. If you only want the latest videos, you can find those obviously at our YouTube page. Go there and hit the subscribe button. We'd greatly appreciate that. You will get notifications when all of the new stuff comes in. Right to your email inbox, and you'll be ready to go to watch all the new stuff. Usually a couple things every week. We usually have a podcast go up. We have the archive of this entire show goes up there as well. So I definitely appreciate hitting the subscribe button there. If you only want audio of the podcasts and things, we've got you covered there. iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcast. If you have a favorite podcast service, just search for About Beverages. You will probably find us there, as well as all of the social media things.
The social media things, which we often call the 3 pillars.
And by often,
social media.
All the time.
Pretty much every podcast. We sign off that way. And so you've got Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, which is the one that we use most often to keep you up to date with what's going on at our at About Beverages. Just like earlier tonight when I tweeted that we were about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages. We get together most Thursday evenings around 5:30 Pacific. Have some beverages. We do. Chat with everybody. Talk about all kinds of things, including beverages, of course.
Sports.
Yes. Sports. Football. We also, Andrew's going to let you know what he's doing throughout the week, what he's going to be playing, and what beverages he might be drinking as he's playing those games. But follow us on Twitter.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.
I thought you were going to say bottled and bond shot.
I almost did. It was right there. I almost said it. We can redo it if you want to.
No, it's fine.
We can do it. A bottled and bond shot.
Do you want me to say it again?
We can do it again. Because I almost did, and if you were thinking it, and I was thinking,
I was like, oh, this seems set up perfectly.
Scoop, there it is.
Okay, I will.
Chocolate peanut butter cookie dough.
Okay. But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a bottled and bond shot. I sounded weird when I said that.
You did a little bit.
A bottled and bond shot.
You want to do it again?
You should.
What's wrong with his voice?
What's wrong? That's right. I feel like a little bit like that. What's wrong with his voice? I'm standing here at a popular Boston bar.
Old cheers.
What's
wrong with his voice?
Sam.
Bond. Yeah, exactly. Bond. Bottled
and bond.
Do you want another lead in? Do you want to try that again?
We'll try it one more time.
Be a little more natural.
If it doesn't work,
okay,
then it's it. It wasn't meant to happen.
That's all right. It wasn't meant to be.
Yes.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a bottled and bond shot.
There we go. That was better. That was a little.
I was a little bit too.
You still get very emphasized. It's like just say it.
Well, but I think because it's out of context, it's not flowing, and I'm already. Okay. Yeah, it was very Moira Rose of me to say it that
Moira.
way.
Yes, that was very. It had some hell of a jazzy feel to it. How many cases did you buy? I'm not gonna lie. I will probably definitely stop by this weekend and grab at least another bottle of this if they have. Like, especially at that price, it's just too good.
And they didn't have any of the other ones, or they did?
I did not see them. This is the first one I saw. I pulled it out. I was like, oh, I've heard about this. And because the big deal about this one too was that they mentioned like literally, because usually, like I mentioned in the podcast, it's usually the hush notes of like, oh, this is secretly Macallan, or this is secretly, from this thing, or, whatever. Like, I think they've had the vodka, like if you see Kirkland vodka, that one's secretly Grey Goose, because I think it says French distillery or something.
Okay.
So that's like one of those things. Again, they can't actually say it or don't. But this one is one of the first in a series that they actually got together with the distiller and did this.
Yeah, Fitz actually had come back. I think he went to Costco on his lunch a couple weeks ago, and he's like, "Oh my god, yeah." Well, this is what he had from. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
he did not. But he mentioned that he had purchased this.
He thought about it.
That's funny. We were talking about. He took his birthday off today. Today's his birthday. He took the day off.
Happy birthday, Fitz!
And I said a couple of months ago on my birthday, I said I went vinyl shopping and I went beer shopping. He's like, I might do that. He's like, or, he said, I might go to batch. And I said, my brother loves going to batch.
Yeah.
Anyway, so good way to spend your birthday.
It's always a good way. I'm surprised too. Like I said, speaking of batch, but like I'm surprised too. Like even Westbound has a pretty good selection of some of the harder to find like bourbons and spirits and things like that. Yeah. I don't always think of them, but I should. Like I said, obviously batch has the largest selection. Just found my cooking spirits. Totally going to use it for cooking.
Quote,
exactly.
Air quotes.
But yeah, no, I had a little taste of this. Like I said, my wife had obviously just had a little bit more a couple nights this week, and she's been it's been some hard days at work. This bottle was full.
The hard day's night.
That's right. But no, she was like, that's really good.
That is, I would agree. I agree with that. Not only would I agree, I do agree.
So would you open your wallet for $24 for this?
This might be one I buy.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Well, because I'm trying to think of what I have at the house right now.
That you should just dump down the drain.
No,
you haven't drank it. You haven't drank it.
I would give it to you.
What is it?
If I had the Japanese whiskey, you'd drink that.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Or if you wanted that double oaked, you'd take that back, right? You wouldn't want me to dump that.
Do you have the Woodford double oaked?
Yeah.
You're not drinking it?
No.
Communist!
I told you a couple weeks ago I hadn't. I did have a little sip of it a week or so ago. And I didn't enjoy it as much as I'd hoped. This I'm enjoying. So I might give you that back.
I just had some of the double oak myself. It's delicious.
I know. I might give you that back.
Wow, that's sad. It's delicious. That actually has gone up in price. When I was buying those, and like even my last bottle, and probably the one I got that one, I think it was around 45-ish, 46. It's now like $60.
Speaking of going up in price, when I was
will it?
No, that's the same price. No, you're okay there.
All right.
When I went to
not the Willet.
When I went to Tap and Bottle yesterday, the Duchess, the Petite Duchess.
Wait, it did. It's because it was
$2.89.
It's $4 something now.
It's $4 something. And I said to Jason, I said, "Wow!" I said that went up. He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "For some reason, they told me they were selling this at a loss at first." He's like, "I'm not sure why they were doing that, but yeah, now it's up to." So it's not quite as good of a deal. It's still good.
Okay, so now my question. Okay, so what is it now for?
$4.29, something
and
like
Duchess
that.
is $6.26. It's like $6 something. Poor Woodford just sitting on the shelf just wanting. I know my Woodford's down.
Well,
to half
so
a
if you
bottle.
guys come over for Thanksgiving, I'll pour you a shot of the Woodford.
I'm not going to say that conversation came up from California, and I think I've gotten them to agree to come over for everything.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, they're not invited. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit.
No, it should be...
I'll come over for Thanksgiving. Berserker would.
Everyone's coming
we
over
would
for
have such a
Thanksgiving.
good time if Berserker came over. Holy shit. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, right? Oh, my God. That'd be amazing. You and your wife come over. You fly in from Ohio.
But if you're going to
Everyone's
show up
vaccinated.
if Debo is showing up unannounced, he will be doing some cooking.
Yeah.
Or
that's the only
bringing
thing.
something.
Yeah. As long as he's bringing something to the
then
table.
you
some
can show
cooking.
up unannounced. Yes.
That's right.
Oh,
I'm not cooking. Sorry, then I don't know if
Wow.
Wow, this guy.
Okay.
This guy. I
Okay.
see how it is.
No, it should be a festive gathering, of course. So yes, of course, HJ, come over be there from the beginning. Absolutely, we would love that. And yeah, there'll be a little bit of there'll be the double oaked. It's there.
I'm brewing 2 bottles of that cooking spirits you're bringing. I was like, I read brewing. I was like, I think he meant bringing, but
God bless it. He threw another touchdown to Gronk.
God dang it. Throw him to Godwin.
I know, especially because the guy I'm playing has Gronk.
Thankfully, the guy we're playing does not.
Yes.
My brain is shut down. Debo, you should probably take a nap. Get some sleep, bud. Get some sleep.
So we won't be rating Debo then.
I'll be rating Debo. No, we will not be. Sleep
Yeah,
is
that's
hit or
good.
miss.
I'm really enjoying that.
Isn't it? I think we're going to try to swing it. We will see.
Okay.
We will see. That's not what I heard.
We will see.
Not what I heard.
We will see is not a no.
I will have to have some conversations with you on Saturday.
At the
then.
very least, obviously, dessert is out there. And so whatever works for you guys do what's right.
Maybe not all day. You at least have to come over for dinner.
Well, dinner is good.
You need to come over for dinner.
Yeah,
which
you
is
don't have to be there for morning
dinner
pumpkin pie.
That's right. Dinner is for the later afternoon. I hear you start
right.
at sunrise. Well, not at sunrise. You don't have to get over for that.
Sunrise.
I'm not even invited over sunrise
Sunset.
anymore. It used to be.
You're still invited
I've
over.
been excluded from sunrise.
We don't have to assemble the table anymore, but you guys are still
That is nice.
You're still invited for sunrise. There was
Also,
no
side
sunrise.
note, my phone just tried to autocorrect to Deborah, so there's there's that. No, you at least need to come up, which is late afternoon. What do we usually do? Dinner at 3-ish?
Usually, 3-4 o'clock.
3 o'clock, something at 4 o'clock. So just come over and start there, and you can catch up on all the beverages.
That's right.
You'll be able to catch up.
That's right. There'll be no ketchup.
No, I started messing with them with the Oh, interesting. Your neighbors are dastardly, Debo. I don't know why they are the way they are. You need to. I know you're working on it. You need to move out of there. You need to get away. The neighbors that keep him up at night. You stretching at you, trying to look wider. What are you going for there?
No, I'm trying to show the whole word off.
And Leo's getting larger.
Getting larger.
I know. I wasn't sure what you were going for there. Searching. Oh, actually, I should look for. What's he doing?
Looking for our person to pass the love on to.
I am actually, yeah, and I think it actually might be someone completely new tonight.
Oh.
I have a JBL Bluetooth speaker that I've pointed at their window. It's been getting funnier, and they've been ending quicker. I hope it's not my commentary. Have you tried giving them horse dewormer? I've heard that's a quick fix for things lately. Says the Joe Rogan podcast. Go have some horse dewormer.
No, yes. No. Well, we used to baste our turkey with ketchup, but no longer.
You actually used to baste your turkey with ketchup?
No. What? No ketchup? How do you do your turkey?
No, usually yours is, well, now will it be the dual turkey again this year? Like previous years, you guys always did the one like you guys would baste with the white wine kind of thing and the butter, and then always Chet and Elena had the one going on with
they don't do one on the grill anymore, but they do bring, they will probably have to definitely supplement, especially with the
supplemental?
With the multitude.
Yeah, supplemental. You want some more income? Supplemental?
Supplemental?
Go eat outside.
What is that?
Kingpin. When he's sitting there, he's talking with Woody Harrelson. They're having this soup meal, and he's like eating like the cereal, and he's like, "Yeah, you want a little supplemental income? Supplemental? Yeah, supplemental. Go eat your food outside."
Oh my gosh, I don't remember that.
Because that's when he looks over at the table and he's like, "Hey," and then this lady goes, "Hey," and he's like, "Not you. Hey." like it's talking to her friend. It's so bad. Bigger. And Joe Rogan, if you are fit and healthy and you don't need to worry about getting COVID or vaccinated. Also, Joe Rogan, 1 literal week later. So I got COVID and needed my horsey meds.
I literally cannot stand him at all as human. It's so frustrating because like sometimes I'll watch, like I said, not to get on that tangent, but very quickly, like I said, I've watched interviews with him where he's interviewed people like famous, stars and athletes, and like I enjoy the interviews because but then he's now so up his own head about all of the things he thinks he knows medically, and like trying to call out. I can't stand for any of that stuff. I'm sorry. Like, please, people went to school for years, and I'm sorry, you're like barely high school education, your lack of math, and like now you're going to call out people in the medical field for years, and you're like, get out of here with that bullshit. I'm sorry. Yeah. All right, I'm done with that rant. Sorry.
That's good.
I
stand by that rant.
It's just absolutely ridiculous. He's got snake oil supplements to peddle. That's true. He probably does. He 100% does. I mean, always some sort of, like I said, something he has been peddling for years, I'm for sure.
Wow, we're about to raid somebody who's quite fit.
I was thinking about, like I said, everyone always wants to see Keith's guns.
Yeah, no, you don't, do not even at all.
Brain pills. Oh my God. Yeah, he is lacking in brain pills. Wait, I am worried though. We're going to sit here for a split second because I think this person may actually be now like stopping stream, which I always think it's fun. We can always tell, like a second ago when I was watching, it was like, oh, they're playing Mass Effect, they're doing something. It's like, oh wait, maybe it looks like they're about to stop, so then I don't want to. So we'll wait just a split second. All right, so this is one you actually would buy.
Correct.
Okay. Maybe what if we traded this and a little bit of cash? I traded you a bottle of this for the Woodford that you have with a little bit of cash.
You wouldn't have to trade. You're the one who brought it over originally.
I know, but it was
Thanksgiving
or what? Well, yeah, it was like gift thing though. That feels weird. They're like, I'll take that back then. Well, then I'll straight trade you.
It'll be there for Thanksgiving.
That's true.
But there's not. I mean, I had a little bit of it last week, but whatever was consumed when it was originally brought over, it's only half a bottle there. So.
So it was enjoyed. I knew it. See, I've gotten to know it.
Okay, you know how how it works.
I've had that happen way too many. I raided someone the other way. I was very lucky this week that I had someone raid me. So I had, like I said, quite a few people were watching. Someone was doing a birthday stream. I was like, oh, this is awesome. I'm going to raid this. Like I literally raided and they were just finishing, but at least I was able to get in there just in time to make them feel guilty about me raiding. So that always kind of makes me happy, I guess. Let's see. Is there anyone else new that I'm looking for? See if there's anybody else new we could always go there. You know what? Let's just go to Old Faithful. Let's just go to Old Faithful right now.
Hopefully he doesn't watch this. I really wanted to go somewhere else, but
I didn't say it like that, you son of a bitch. I didn't say I wanted to go.
Right, he's there.
I was gonna go somewhere new just to bring some people in there, and then I am going to someone that is always a huge supporter of the channel and a wonderful person. So that's what we're doing.
Absolutely.
Introvert, thank you for enjoying your stay.
I always love the way Introvert signs off with the cheers, and I enjoyed my stay. So we enjoyed having you for your stay. We appreciate that.
Thank you guys all so much for being here. We're going to raid Jav right now. Obviously, a huge supporter of the channel, someone that I play a lot of Destiny with, definitely some of the higher end content and other things. He is doing some Gambit right now with some other big time famous people. So let's go say hi to him.
Ooh, famous people.
I know, big famous people. People with like Twitch check marks and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh.
So let's go say hi to him, and thank you guys so much for being here. I had a wonderful night. We will not see you for
couple of weeks, actually. It'll be
Are you saying actually 2 Thursdays?
2 Thursdays, because
I have to come up with 2 Thursdays worth of content all by myself.
You do, but you can do that. Maybe have a guest. Maybe Bonzo could come over.
Oh my gosh, Bonzo, you want to join me for a podcast?
Let's do that.
My God, could I get Bonzo in here for a podcast? If I could get Bonzo in here for a podcast,
I'll watch from.
If I could get Berserker to fly in from Ohio, I could get him to fly. I'll figure out something then.
Figure something out.
I like all of these ideas. No, like I said, I.
Oh wow.
What is your policy on frontal male nudity?
We encourage it as long as it's not our own. Wait, no.
I am for it. Oh my God. Well, like I said, again, there's the shameless plug. Go follow all the things, Twitter, subscribe on YouTube, hit that up. If you want to go even the furthest mile, go hit up on TikTok, where I'm trying to put up a video daily. Only if you wear a Chicago Bears shirt. Boom, right there. Well, I'm sure that'll draw in a lot of the people right there. All right, let's go say hi to Jav. Let's give him a nice, warm welcome, and have a great rest of your evening.
We'll see you soon. Thank you very much.
Good night.